fucking works. But I don't really know.
Hey, we're live. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude.
No, that's all right.
Welcome. Whoops. We fucked that up already here. Live from Cujo Key. We got Skipjack Studios. Jesus Christ, we're back here again, aren't we? The podcast capital of the universe. Three Jerks sponsored by Tardo's Cereal. Bathtub Jenny.
Bathtub Jenny.
Skipjack Esquire, fuck you. You want to work, you don't want to work. None cunt. Burritos. Spicoli 24 and fitted briefs because your bladder doesn't care.
Amber Heard.
Donna, it's James. It's 11 o'clock at night and I'd like to go to sleep. And the drums and the singing are going like crazy. This is the Vocal Super Fry.
Fuck it up! This will be the best! This will be the cut! This will be the game of the... This will be the bad enough! They're gonna die! They're gonna fry! Give me the beer! I've got the alcohol! This will be the uniform! This is where squad talk!
About time you learn to turn down the doggone noise and shut up that idiot.
That isn't that. Look at those beautiful.
No! They're all gonna laugh at you!
Oh, gosh. Hey, guys.
Hey, holla.
What's going on, man? Wow. 2 weeks? What were you guys doing? Jerking it?
I was reading. Go ahead, Jerk 3.
No, I was just going to say, man, we're still young and full of cum, and we're just like piss and vinegar. I'm ready to go. I'm drinking a beer. Watch it go down.
Yeah.
It's going.
I love
going.
it.
Gone.
Excellent.
Nice.
For your father for them?
Yeah, man, I'm all hyped up, man. It's been 2 weeks. I need to get something out.
Hey, are you guys Godfather fans?
Oh, hell yeah.
I know Al Pacino's dating a 28-year-old now. He used to date Mick Jagger or somebody.
Really?
Yeah. You should check out his girl. She's a real gold digger. Not some broke, you know what I'm saying?
She's no Amber Heard, right? She's
no, Amber Heard.
Amber Heard hurt Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I call her Amber Turd.
Yeah,
well, anyway, Enzo the baker, he was the one who went to help out Michael when no one was there to guard the dad in the hospital in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows he comes to our house once in a while, and I tell him to leave. Yeah, I tell him to leave, and this is what he says.
I'm Enzo the baker. I'm here for your father.
Nice, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's Enzo the baker. So he just wanted to chime in.
Dude, that shit's great, bro.
Goodbye, fellas.
Love it, dude. Yeah, that's great.
Classic.
Yeah. Man. Well, hey, I wanted to start with this new thing that people do. They don't admit to stuff in the world. Just recently there was an Ohio school board member who got busted for watching porn. And she was asked to resign. It was a lady. And she refused because she said the link she intended to post was a site about sexual education for teens. It wasn't a typo that she said that it was a typo that it went to another porn site. Can you believe that?
She got nailed.
She got nailed. Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of horse shit. And I got something for her. It's about, writing checks your ass can't cash. And here's the song. And this goes out to that lady.
Okay.
All right, here it comes. You gotta give me 1 second to cue it up. Here it comes.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
Oh, that's epic, dude. Epic.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's one of the golden rules.
if you're in education, you can't hook up with your students and you can't watch porn on the job. I mean, come on.
Here's my question. Why didn't she just
Yeah.
do it on her phone?
Yeah, really.
That is a great question.
Yeah, why isn't she flicking the bean on her own time?
Clicking them out.
Goalie. Maybe she's pulling the goalie. You don't know. These days,
Yeah. She said she accidentally posted a link to a pornography site on her campaign's Facebook page.
How old is she?
Wow.
She is 41.
How long?
Her 41, and her name is Darby Body from
We'll see if
Liberty.
she qualifies.
Of course, her name is that.
We'll see if she qualifies for Hot for Teacher. I'll give her a once over this week.
Hey now.
She left. She went to the meeting. It was an emergency meeting called to ask for her resignation. She was accompanied by her young daughter, and she left screaming, "I will not be part of this political ruse."
Oh, please. You know what? There's a hint right there. A young daughter at age 41, so she wasn't reproducing in her 20s. She was out getting liberated. This is what we're talking about, fellas.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I totally understand that.
Right off the bat. I know you don't have to tell me the rest of the story.
Yeah, you know it. That's why you're the educated one here.
I do. That's right. See those degrees on my wall in the back?
Hell
That's
yeah,
what they are.
Jerk
It's
one.
pieces of paper on a goddamn wall. That's what it is.
Hell yeah, jerk one. You be educated.
You are
Right.
educated.
Here we go. We got Dirt Star asking, was she bangable? We will get to the bottom of that.
You know what, Dirt Star? Another great question. I will look that up right now.
Oh, perfect. You know what? You ask, we give.
Exactly. I like her name.
Darby Body or something?
Yeah, Darby Body.
Nice. Maybe she was a dancer and that was busy being liberated,
Darby Body, Darby Body. She plays with the party.
Oh, yeah.
Hey
Let me see if I can look her up. Darby Body. So what about you guys? Want to tell us anything, Jerk One, about your trip?
Oh, we took a little trip to Disney.
Yeah.
Hey now.
We took a week. I made it. We'll probably get some hate mail for this, but I would say a large majority of Disney is fat slobs and adult children. I couldn't believe the level of maturity, but I guess that's where you hang your maturity out the door before you come in. And you're allowed to, do stuff that you wouldn't normally do out in the streets or even in your own home. But you'd certainly do it in public with a lot of other people who support you.
Got it.
The lines,
they're laughing all the way
along
through.
the tail end of spring break. And, they're out there. We were there during when the governor signed over the law about the Reedy Creek project.
That's right.
Thing. So, but we didn't see any of that. And to be honest, I was kind of looking to see if my kids were going to get kidnapped or put into child sex camps or anything. I was kind of looking for the child sex camps, but I couldn't find them. I heard the line was too long, but I didn't really see much that kind of aroused me even in that sense. So there was nothing really going on there. Everything seemed above board. My jerk,
Yeah, there's
Well,
nothing green. There's nothing green about it.
I applaud you, dude, because you were there 7 days straight, and you made it. You made it with we all use what we have to use to get through the day, and you did it on your own blood, sweat, and tears, my friend. So
I did it how I did it the first 10 years of my life.
Got it. And
clear.
to add what wait a minute. Go back to that statement. The first 10 years of your life?
No, I'd say more 20 or 18, 15 or 20, we'll say. Round it up to 20.
Well, that's that you just brought up an interesting topic. Before we go to that topic, two things. Number one, Disney just came out and said that Florida will not pay for the Disney debt. Okay, so even if Disney has this big debt that they have to pay, Florida is not paying it. DeSantis is saying no way.
I mean,
So
if Disney had real balls, they would have torn up that agreement and said, "We don't want anything to do with you, Governor. We're on our own."
I
They would have
agree.
tore it up. But they smell the money. They like the money. They keep the money.
Right. And they said since he's doing that, he's demanding them to pay. He's going to charge them retroactively, and it's up to $1 billion outstanding debt.
Oh God, the prices are going to go even higher now. You know, a can of beer was $13.50.
No way.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
Jeez.
That's fucked up.
it was Stella Artois.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
Thankfully,
your
I don't drink
right
either.
there.
You
That's
know,
fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
That's
Jerk
fucked
3,
up.
if there's a way to bring up your mic, I think the listeners would like that too. But
Wait, who's Mike?
yours, just
Oh,
scream
shit.
scream a little louder.
All right, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Perfect.
That's fucked
Yes, I love that.
That's better than fucked up. Lost your mask.
Yeah, you know what? I'm trying to fix my fucking mic. Hold on.
You know, we talk about Godfather before. One of my favorite scenes. I'm going to get the saint wrong, but when Godfather was just a young guy, and the guy who just wanted a little peck of everything, wanted to get his beak wet, and he followed him on the rooftops along and got him into the staircase there. The San Gennaro Festival, San Gennaro, I think maybe.
Right. Yep.
On that was a great scene. I think from top to bottom, you couldn't.
Absolutely.
Very authentic, very very well done. From the outside scenes to inside,
Right.
The guys there, and
Well, that was, it's interesting because believe it or not, that movie's been out 50 years. I mean, that's how old we're all getting. But you could actually go to Staten Island as we speak and go right to the house where they filmed the famous wedding and
the walls are gone. Those walls were styrofoam.
Correct. Those walls are, but the house, it's literally like you're walking into the house when the dude from Barney Miller, what's his name? He was in the movie too. I can't think of his name. Yeah, he was in it. And but yeah, that movie, there's so many classic lines, so many 1 and 2. Which one's your preference? Do you have a preference for Godfather 1 or Godfather 2?
I like 2. I like 2.
Okay. Godfather 1 I really loved because Brando was in it a lot. And I thought Brando was, I mean, come on. Brando's performance. Did he win the Oscar for that?
I think he refused it.
No
He
shit.
won it, but then he refused it for abuse to Native Americans.
Wow. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Someone could look that up, but I think that's, if I recall, there were a few times where people have refused their Oscars under protest.
My favorite scene is when, so they go to assassinate the dad and the Godfather, and he's laying in the hospital. So the sons and Tom, the lawyer, they're all sitting in the study in the house trying to figure out what to do. And the whole time, they don't want the younger brother, Michael, getting involved in anything. And so they're all going back and forth trying to figure it out. And then there's a lull in the conversation that Michael's like, you know, if we could get them on neutral ground and they could set up a meeting with me,
All right.
I will go and I'll go into the place and I'll shoot both of them. And then all of a sudden there's a lull. And then they all start laughing like the maniacs are just like laughing their ass off. And they eventually, that's exactly what happens. That scene is incredible. Yep. You know, like the driving scene and all that. You're like me, you like good direction. And the funny thing about it is Coppola did not want to do, he was offered the job and he did not want to do it. And the funny story is that he was just starting up his movie studio with none other than George Lucas.
No, really? Huh.
Yes. And George Lucas said, dude, you got to take this job whether you like it or not. We need the money.
Don't take the job. And
Lucas needed the money because in 1977 Star Wars was out.
Correct. So that's exactly what happened, and the rest is history. And but yeah, one of the all time greats. I mean, it stands alone. It's right up there with Shawshank Redemption. Get busy living or get busy dying.
Oh yeah,
love that.
Shawshank Redemption, Chicago. We got it.
That's right. Oh, and the Untouchables. The Untouchables was great.
Hey, I think we caused a ruckus with Madonna. Her and her boyfriend broke up. Just coincidentally, after we did 2 weeks of hardcore reporting on her.
Yeah,
I think they got word of it, and we might have a chance at her now.
I was going to say one of us could.
Jerk one. We spreaded the bad ball butter on that one.
That or the dude was like, "Hey man, the three jerks are making fun of me or something. Maybe I should just get out of this relationship."
Yeah, he bailed.
I think it was Jerk 3's description of her upper body last show.
She's like,
I think that's what did it.
A lot happened in these 2 weeks. There are pictures of her with hairy armpits.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I did real quick. I did bring somebody over from Cabbage, Extra Cabbage.
No way.
Yes, he brought somebody over from England.
Wait. Djibouti or England?
Djibouti, that's right. He's from Djibouti.
Hey, this doesn't count for the SAG card, mind you.
Hello, young fellas.
Oh, hello.
I have an invitation of somebody. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, we do. Want to hear it. Go ahead.
I am Enzo, the baker. I'm here for you, father.
Well, could I get a cuppa?
Oh my God! Yeah, well, we did get off on a tangent a little bit. So,
well, please,
Jerk one, if you want to reel us back in, go ahead.
I don't know. I just since I got back from vacation, I caught a little sinus headache. I was feeling under the weather. I had to catch up with a bunch of stuff, so.
Yeah,
I got some rewash from last week, your last show, and I just wrote down a couple things that it's in the news of what we were talking about in our creative text discussions.
I got some dad jokes if you guys are in your game.
Yes, always.
All right. What does a robot do after sex? He nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts.
What? Yeah. Why is dark spelled with a K and not a C? Because you can't see in the dark. A dung beetle scurried into a bar and he asked, "Is this stool taken?" A baby seal walked into a club. Yeah, they just get worse as we go. So, dude, but on a serious note, I asked this chick in Alaska. I have a friend. I have a friend, a female friend that lives in Alaska. I asked her how cold it was outside, and she's like, "Bro, I'm wearing 2 pairs of panties so my lips don't get chapped." I'm like, wow.
I took a girl out in her car. We had a makeout session. She said, "Kiss me where it smells." So I took her to Secaucus.
Hey now. Nice,
Dirtstar, I was sleeping on the message board there, and Dirtstar says he's got the AIDS. I'm not sure which one we're talking about.
Oh, he's got the AIDS. That makes sense.
No, he does
Dirtstar has the AIDS now.
For real?
He's got the HIVs or the AIDS?
Well, we want to wish him a happy birthday. He celebrated last week. A big 5-0 to the Dirtstar.
Yeah, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah. Happy birthday is right.
Longest living
Happy birthday,
Dunlop.
you old motherfucker.
That's right. Keep it going.
Happy birthday, dude.
I'm right behind you, brother.
Yep.
Hey, Dirtstar, can you believe they're still together? After all the shit they've been through? And then he says, what? And I say, your butt cheeks. So, dude, I told my doctor I broke my arm in 2 places, and he told me to stop going to those 2 places. I mean, these dad jokes are terrible. How do you find Will Smith in the snow? You look for the Fresh Prince. You know, Prince,
Oh,
Prints, Prince.
that's a good one, man.
Terrible. Terrible.
Good
All
shit.
right. All right, here's the last one for you. When you're on the phone with somebody, ask them what has a little dick and hangs down. And the answer, is a bat, right? Then follow up with what has a huge dick and hangs up. And then end that fucking call immediately. Just me? Nobody got that one.
Crickets.
That was actually a good one.
That was the best one.
It reminds me of what Johnny Depp said about Marilyn Manson when he was on the witness stand. The lawyer asked him, "Hey, one of your good friends that you've taken drugs with before is Marilyn Manson, right?"
Right.
So Depp says, "Yes, we drank together. We had cocaine together, maybe a couple times."
Mm-hmm.
Once he said, once I gave Marilyn Manson a pill so that he would stop talking so much, and that is when the crowd in the courtroom jumped up in laughter.
Hey now,
So
dude,
he's suing her for $50 million, right? For defamation because she said that he beat her.
and a defecation.
Yeah.
Dude, jerk.
That is an
Dude.
expensive mattress.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Amber Heard only because she shit his bed. I love it. I love it. It's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory all over again.
Did she do it on purpose, or was she too drunk and just let cut loose?
I don't know, but I think she's got some kind of scat fetish thing going on.
No way.
Yeah,
Elon Musk needs to comment about that.
Well,
He betted her too.
Yeah, well, like Johnny Depp. All right, so Johnny Depp, I mean, he's getting killed in this whole thing, right? Like I'm kind of like on his side right now, and I'm saying to myself, this chick is fucking. I mean, she's batshit crazy. She's she's like COVID 20. She's like a whole pandemic in herself. She's nuts, dude. And no doubt, like a guy like Johnny Depp's probably he's like, oh man, the crazy ones are the best ones in bed. The whole nine.
Right.
Remind us the shit. And but I mean, dude, it is what it is. I mean, those crazy chicks are a lot of fun at first until they fuck up your whole life.
Yeah. Well, he's suing her for $50 million over a 2018 op-ed she wrote for the Washington Post, alleging he was the victim of domestic abuse. She did not mention his name, but he, of course, everybody knew that she was married to him. So Depp is saying that the allegations that she made in the Washington Post, in turn, had Disney running for the hills, and that's why he wasn't employed to do the fifth installment of Captain Jack Sparrow. So so he sued for $50 million.
It's a movie script cost.
She is countersuing him for $100 million, accusing him and his former attorney of conspiring to destroy and defame her.
You know what they're going to do? Okay, they're going to say, you owe Johnny, you owe her 50, and Amber, you owe him 50.
It's a wash.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a civil case. You could do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna go nowhere. It's just a bunch of
the lawyers are gonna make out better than anyone.
Dude, you know what, jerk one? You said it best. Because that's what happens every time. The
lawyer's a douchebag too. He's pretty funny.
That's all it is. First of all, they write the laws to help to pad their own pockets, right? So they write the laws so that you can have contentious situations that make the lawyers money. And that's it. It's like, oh yeah, we all got rich off of this bullshit.
Well, let's get rich off of this too. You want to write a script for a movie based on what's going on now?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a good movie.
It would be.
It would be an excellent movie.
Yeah.
We need a chick to play Amber Heard though. I don't know any chicks,
I know one chick that could play Amber Heard.
All right, we'll take her.
I got seven.
She's hired.
Yeah, well,
Johnny, it's just funny. Johnny Depp is, I don't know. What are your predictions? Like, how does he ever rebound after this, or is he just done?
Yeah, he'll be fine. There's all kinds of people who have committed crimes or misdemeanors or civil issues, and they come back. They still play the Cosby Show on one of those idiot cable channels every day.
You know what? You're absolutely right, because Johnny Depp played the dude, what was his name? Whitey Bulger from the Massachusetts. He was like a mafia dude. And that's playing as we speak on HBO Max. Johnny Depp starring in that.
She
The
shat
star
on
added
his
that
side of the
she
bed.
shat on his side of the bed.
He did.
Right.
That's what I was talking about when I said Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, well, I guess that's like a territorial thing. She's trying to play the alpha figure in the relationship.
Dude, you are exact. That is exactly. See, that's why you are educated. All
That's
right.
right. Educated.
Seriously, that's what came out today.
You see that
Amber-
paper on the wall there? That paper is just that. It's fucking paper, man.
First of all, she said that it was a practical joke because her friend testified today that on their way to Coachella, when it happened in April 22nd of 2016, they had a conversation about it in the car, and she said they had a huge fight, but it was a huge practical joke gone wrong.
God, I wish I had these problems.
She said that claimed the sizable package was left by one of her teacup Yorkies.
Dude, I'm telling you like this, Jerk, too. When you lay an alpha size shit on somebody's side of the bed, it's all about the dominance.
Definitely. And that's exactly what came out today. You're absolutely right.
Okay, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I took a shit off of a second floor balcony in a garden apartment.
Yes.
Right?
How do I not know about this?
And then I put it in a pizza box. All right. And we left it out there. And the next morning, some lady's walking her dog or something, and she opens up the pizza box and she sees this big flop. Sitting there. What does that say? Is that a dominant thing or is that just a fucked up thing?
Yeah.
I think you were tripping balls, bro.
Dude, you're absolutely right. Johnny Depp's going to be fine. More than half of the people seated in the court are young, hot girls.
Oh, he's set, man. He'll never have to buy a steak or fish the rest of his life.
Yep. I mean, unless they're being planted by his
people.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's coming out playing reggae music out of his car. He has his lucky $2 bill.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, and Dirt Star Edit, and that is on film, by the way. That shit off the balcony is on film.
That's great, man. I don't understand, like all these years, how I did not hear that story. I really.
There's some times that we've kind of. It's like when the Freemasons get together, it's kind of sworn to secrecy. We've had a couple of those over the years.
How? You know what? Take us back to that night. Now, first of all, are there a lot of people around?
No, just it was late at night, and there was like a couple of friends there, three or four friends.
Okay, and was it a dare?
I don't even know. We might have been talking. Oh, yeah, one of our friends was throwing up over the balcony the whole weekend. So we figured throw some shit down there too.
So wait a minute. Hold on a second. There are people underneath your balcony?
Yeah, they live there.
Oh my God.
Dude, Jerk one, that trumps my diarrhea story from
without a doubt. So take us through the whole thing. Are they giving you a hard time during the weekend, like telling you guys to be quiet or something?
No. I think they were friends. They're friends with us. And we just rained down they'd be sitting and watching TV and puke would just rain down over the top, all into the front yard there. The garden apartment, the 2-story ones near colleges and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that kind of setup. Yeah, and we just sacrificed that whole area. Nothing grew there for years. We'd go back every New Year's. We'd spend about a week or week and a half at this place, total debauchery. And when we start throwing up, that's where we did it, and we took a shit off there too. Because it was a good idea.
Had rented the apartment or no?
I'm sorry?
One of your buddies had rented the apartment?
Yeah. He lived there full time.
Dude, you shot them down in a firestorm of shit.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that story.
So do I. I love that story. I'd never heard it either. So wait a minute. So you're all there. So somebody's puking over the balcony. And what prompts you? If no one prompted you, what prompted you to do that?
Probably marijuana.
Just marijuana?
Maybe alcohol too, and rock music.
Now, was it as big as the dump that the girl, the video that you showed us a couple weeks ago of the girl in Walmart?
All right. It was a soft shit because it was a week's worth of partying. So, when you shit rope and stuff.
Yes.
Kind of like that. And it hit, I think we arranged it so it would hit more on the concrete.
Wow.
than anything else. So that's why it was easy to scoop and flop into the pizza box.
Oh my Lord!
Wow.
Oh, Arpeggio's here. What up,
He's in.
Arpeggio?
Check it in.
How you
The
doing,
Dirt Star
man?
says we got a champagne bottle went through the sliding glass window too. Yeah, those were some days, man. You know,
Holy shit!
it was
was
cow
it?
flop. Yeah. Cause
Wow.
Dirt Star he witnessed it actually, and the poop was like a big cow flop.
That's amazing. I love that.
That is amazing. And how old are you around this time?
And that was
21, I
yesterday.
guess.
He did this shit yesterday, bro.
Yeah. 21, I guess, 20, around there.
Wow. That is cold blooded. And all right, so wait a minute. So now I'm a visual person. So you drop a duker, you put it in a pizza box, and then where does that pizza box go?
Pretty much right where it was. Somebody left the pizza box there, and we put it in there. We just left it on the side, or it was put in front of someone's door. I don't remember
Wow.
that, but it was lifted up because we did see it later, and the lady was really offended.
Oh, dude, that is I bet. Hell yeah, I bet.
One thing Dirt Star brings up here, I want to do the first one where he says the champagne bottle went through the big sliding glass window, which is true.
Right.
And then the next day, they stole a sliding door from an empty apartment and replaced it. The whole big freaking sliding door. He just replaced them, so we didn't have to pay for anything.
Wow. Are you kidding me?
No.
Who the hell would think of that? That's excellent.
You guys are hardcore, man. You didn't stop at big steaming hot shit. You went for the fucking sliding door.
Dude,
you went to repair shit. I mean, what is booze and marijuana make you guys super creative?
A lot of Metallica too, There was hash too, if that counts for anything else.
Jeez, man. And now, all right, so the kid who rented the apartment, he was 21 too, obviously, right?
Yeah.
Was he living solo, or was he living with his parents? What was going on?
He was living with two other roommates. It was a college flop house kind of place.
I was going to say, were they cool with you guys crashing there for the week?
Yeah, it was during winter break, so nobody was really there except the few stragglers, and they were just happy to have a bunch of guys partying and stuff. We used to go to the convenience store and shoplift there and eat TV dinners all day. It was great.
I remember those days fondly. Jerk 3, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say.
Oh, and vodka, too. We drink the vodka without a doubt.
I miss those days only for those reasons. Like, I know you can't have them back, but boy, if you could have those days back.
Yeah.
Right.
The blizzards of Jersey and wherever you live, I mean, if you're hunkered down for a week and there's nothing to do, you're young.
Yeah, we knew we wouldn't have a lot of times like this, so we took full advantage and went rock star style.
Jerk 1 and Jerk 2, you guys are absolutely right. And you know what? We at the time, and I think this is the most unfortunate thing about being young, is you have no idea how great it is to be doing what you're doing when you're doing it.
Oh, we were laughing. We had good times.
I mean, you're enjoying it, but you have no idea what it's going to be like when you grow up. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? If I just savored the moment a little bit more back then.
And dude, you would think, like, because I try to do that. I try to bestow wisdom on the young bucks that I run into, but no one ever fucking took time to tell us like anything about what the future was going to be like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody can tell. Nobody can tell the future on that. You're just rolling.
The Beatles, though, have the best line in their song. They sing, and oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. Nice. Oh, that magic feeling, nowhere to go. I mean, think about it. When you were young, dude, you got out of the house. Like none of the kids do nowadays. They don't get out of the house.
Right.
So we got out of the house, and it was like, okay, what kind of day are we gonna create for ourselves? We don't have to be home until the streetlights go on. What are we doing?
Yep.
No, I hear you, man. I think it was my mom that told me like your best years of your life are in high school, and I was like, wow, my life's over already because I was in school.
Your brother and I took apart a steamroller on a public street once, and we had nothing to do. We broke the crap out of it. I smashed a lot of the gauges and cut hydraulic lines, and the whole front end bounced down.
Right. Yeah,
So-
and that's what I'm saying. That's what I think kids are missing. That I mean, taking apart steamrollers. That's what they're missing. But I mean, we're stuck in the house all day long because people, and I'm part of it. Parents are afraid of what we know nowadays, and they don't let their kids out of their sight, and they should. Is what I'm trying to get at. I mean, what the hell, dude? Nothing ever happened to us, and we were living during John Wayne Gacy and all those motherfucking crazy dudes.
John Wayne Gacy, nice.
Do you remember when we saw the motorcycle gang down at the end of the road on the bridge hanging out?
Sure.
Yeah, we hung out at that bridge all the time. And then one Sunday night, there was a gang, literally a motorcycle gang, all partying on the bridge. And you went up to them. We were like, hey, man, like this is where we hang out. So they we hung out together for a little bit there because we were in budget.
Sure, two went up to him and said that?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. On one hand, we're going to keep our kids safe, but on the other hand, they're going to have no sense of adventure. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, and the greatest thing for us was we had the woods where we lived. No one, we pretty much owned the woods. But think about it. I mean, there could have been a fucking pedophile just waiting for us in the woods, but nothing ever happened like that,
No, I can tell you this, Jerk, too. Nobody ever came up to me and said,
it's like a three-legged hemorrhoid-infested kangaroo trying to bury a turd on the frozen pond in the middle of December, if you know what I'm saying, John.
Never happened.
Well, the reason why I brought up John Wayne Gacy is because I just watched his documentary on Netflix. If you want to get fucking weirded out.
Oh, it's fucked up. I started watching that, too. It's fucked up.
Oh,
his interrogation is good, too. All of his interrogation tapes are on YouTube.
Yeah.
He comes out with that green funk. It's a little like...
I'm like a light of Alcibian, Suleiman, Jackson, Curry.
Yeah, the crazy thing about that fucking dude was, I mean, talk about a lazy murderer. He was like, okay, I have a dead body here. What am I going to do? Let me just fucking put him underneath the house.
Yeah.
Some people want to be close to him all the time, too.
Yeah, that was his deal.
Yeah.
And the only reason why he got fucking caught because he got lazy, and he abducted a kid in a pharmacy where the kid worked, and he thought at that point he probably thought, I'm never going to get caught. I got away with this so many times.
Right.
But then when the cops came to question him, one of the cops goes to the bathroom, and the AC went on. And with the AC came the smell of decomposing bodies.
Wow.
And that's how he got busted. Think about it. How fucking freakish is that?
That's fucking brutal.
Really fucking brutal. But I mean, watch it. It's on Netflix. It's pretty fucking hardcore.
Jerk, too, do you know that you're statistically more likely to be murdered by a family member on Christmas Day than by a stranger on any other day? That's one of my fucked up facts. But since I have 7 for this episode instead of 6, I just wanted to throw that one out there.
Are you serious? And that it's valid?
That's a real deal. That's a real, yeah. All my fucked up facts.
Family you're from.
Yeah, well, right, but right. But my fucked up facts are based on real statistics.
No shit.
Yeah, like I got another one. If bees were paid minimum wage for their labor, a jar of honey would cost $182,000.
That's crazy. You know what? They might just unionize if they hear this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Oh, just real quick. Starbucks unionizing. Everybody's going to unionize now. Is this what it's come to?
Yeah.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, they are. They are doing that. Amazon as well. Amazon's trying to unionize as well. Well, and Dirt Star, we didn't. I'm sorry, Jerk One. I just wanted to get back to Dirt Star. I didn't forget about you. The girl, Darby Body, she is hot. But if you look her up, go to Google Images. Let's have a poll today. I think she has a butterface. You know what a butterface is, right?
Oh yeah, everything but her face.
Correct.
Yeah, I can try doing a screen share.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a little poll by Arpeggio, Dirt Star, chime in on a scale of 1 to 10. Do you think Darby Body?
How did you find her? I put Darby Body teacher. Should I put Ohio or something?
I just put her name, Darby Body, in the images, and then her picture came up for the school board. She's in like a red dress.
Wait a minute.
I mean, me, gross as I am, would I refuse? Absolutely not. But maybe a stud like Jerk 1 or Jerk 3 might be able to,
I'm getting a bunch of pregnant African American women.
Her name is Darby
Yep.
Boddy.
Boddy. That's why.
Yeah.
Darby body likes the potty.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm being probably a little harsh.
Well, I can't get sued, so we still have free speech, I think. All right, let me try this here. We're going to try a screen share.
Yeah, go for it.
Do it.
Boy.
Do
As long as you don't knock us off the air, we'll be all right.
Do it. Card and Coke, do it.
Share screen.
I got more fucked up facts for you guys, too, later.
Bring it, Jerk 3.
All right, I got a few while he's, clicking around. All right, so we left off with the bees. We left off with the jar of honey. Dogs like squeaky toys because it reminds them of a small animal being killed. 54% of adults in the United States read below a 6th grade reading level, and the bonus there is 1 in every 30 children in the United States is homeless. Sharks have been around longer than trees. Yes, trees.
Right.
Elephants can control their dick like a trunk. Like a trunk. Some tumors grow teeth and hair, and you don't want to Google that.
So, okay, we did a screen share here, and our two biggest fans here both say pass and no thanks.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't kick her out of bed for the night.
No, let me tell you something. From my experience, and again, you Jerk 1 and Jerk 3, I'm sure you have upper echelon stories that you can tell me about from the women that you've had. That right there is pretty much par for the course for me in terms of my history. And basically what you get is a girl with a face like that will pretty much go above and beyond in the bed. So that's how I win, Rocky Dennis.
Yeah, as long as they don't defecate your side of the bed.
Arpeggio says Rocky Dennis. He's the dude from Mask. Arpeggio, that's classic.
Should I put it back on? You want to compare?
Oh, wow. That's great. Oh, that's great, man.
Good shit.
That's fucking great. Holy shit, Rocky Dennis.
That is great stuff right there.
Mask.
Maybe a third input would
without a doubt. Oh, without a doubt. You could. This girl. I mean, come on. She got caught looking at porn on an education website. No she's doubt. About anything.
She probably wears one of those plugs during the school day too, and it buzzes whenever it's like a noise sensitive one, so it buzzes every time.
Hell yeah!
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, we got a contest running now. Let me just throw this up here so I can get it off the main board here.
Sure.
Did we do this last time? Did I announce it?
No,
we didn't.
Show us your poop contest.
I think I showed mine one of my episodes.
Yeah. That's what we're gonna work on. If you got to hold it in your hand though, and take a picture of it and hold it in your hand. And send it to us, and we're going to pick the winner, and you will win fame and fortune. That's your prize.
I love that.
So it's out there right now, and we'll keep the contest going for a while.
Good.
There's a pretty hefty chunk there. That one in the top right, the second one from the left. That's probably the one that looked like when I hit the pizza box.
Yeah. He took a hot steaming dump in a pizza box. I love it.
And if you want to be like the girl down below and smear it all over you, that's cool too. You just have to be naked.
Woo!
So show us your poop.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Therapy dogs. Fuck you, snowflake.
Wow.
I want it. Bring it.
I want it. I want it. I want it.
You sent us something earlier. It said that Bush is back, so the women are starting to grow armpit hair again and big hairy bushes in their legs.
Yeah. They're it's going like full '80s style with the jean jackets and like the pins. Like you got patches on that shit.
Great.
And
Yeah.
you want to show a hairy mound too under that, huh?
Yep. And if you're going hippie style, there's the patchouli oil, addition to it. So they douse it with a little patchouli when you get down there. You're in for a pleasant aroma surprise.
Good. They could bring. You know what I just thought of? They could bring back the Black Crowes Amorica cover.
Oh wow.
That was a picture of a girl's bikini with a big bush hanging out the front of it, and it was banned. Yeah, it was banned.
Can you tell me the song with the lyrics where she smells of incense and patchouli?
Woo!
He smells of incense and patchouli.
It's got to be a Steely Dan song.
Nah, it's the name splits my mind right now, but I got the name of the song. I'm going to cheat a little bit here.
Okay.
Just try to remember who did it. Oh, Al Stewart.
Interesting.
Year of the Cat.
Great. The Year of the Cat.
Yeah. This little patchouli plug in there.
I like that.
Right on.
That's what made me use a dictionary, boys, back in the day.
Hey now.
Talk about two dying businesses, dictionary and the encyclopedia.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. Right now we have a new disinformation governance board created that's going to fall under the Department of Homeland Security.
Wow.
Yeah. Biden appointed a lady, Nina Jankowicz, to lead the board. And the quote is, "The spread of disinformation can affect border security, Americans' safety during disasters, and public trust in our democratic institutions. They're out to protect privacy, civil rights, and civil liberties. This is speech monitoring policy, gentlemen. Is this really protecting the homeland?" And this didn't happen until Musk bought Twitter.
Yes.
Miss Jankowicz is a Bryn Mawr graduate, a flaming school. She worked for the National Democrat Institute and is considered an information warfare expert in her field.
Wow.
So we may have to lawyer up, gentlemen, at some point in our careers here.
Sounds about right.
Well, why is Musk getting in trouble? What did he do? What did he say?
He's not in trouble. He's just catching shade from everyone for spending $44 billion on Twitter.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah, that's it. You're right.
For his job to clear the bots out, verify humans, bring in more free speech, that kind of thing. He's going to take it private and get rid of the influencers that are on there. It should be interesting.
I think he's going to turn it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say I think he's going to turn it into an amazing platform. Is what I think he's going to do.
Yeah, I mean the guy is. I mean you can't fault the dude. I mean he's going to put us in space again. We're going to be the leader of space, pretty much because of him. But some dude from the Twitter said the government is creating misinformation governance board. Who else did something like that? Oh, I remember. The Nazis.
A couple of guys. Stalin, Nazis, Mao. A lot of guys done that.
Yeah. Well, the liberals are real upset about this, that he bought Twitter, because now they actually have to be exposed.
It's a knee-jerk reaction, and those are the worst kind of reactions you could have. Although people have been setting the stage for this. Obama's been giving speeches about having to monitor tech. And Hillary Clinton's been on the stump talking the same thing for about 2 weeks now.
No shit.
Yeah. So keep an eye on things there.
Hey,
we got a lawyer up. Spiffy Skipjack Esquire is on the case.
Whatever you say is what I'm doing. Okay.
Educated.
You're Emma.
Then show us your poop.
Educated, man. I got some fucked up news headlines of the week. Things you should Google. Heinz unveils HM sauce and Salad Queen to mark the Platinum Jubilee. Woman rescued after falling into toilet while trying to retrieve phone at top of Mount Walker in Washington
read that.
State. Yeah, that's a good one. Cat, nicknamed One-Eyed Joe by prison staff, found in shipping container on offshore oil rig 5 years after he vanished. Ryan Reynolds gifts Wrexham co-owner Rob I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly, but it's like Mick L. Haney memorial urinal. So it's a memorial urinal for his birthday. Cows about that. Bullock's pool rescue goes swimmingly as firefighters get him moving. And Dyson announces wearable air purifier with noise-canceling headphones built in. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Doesn't Dyson make vacuum cleaners?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Hey, we got your charades.
Hey, now.
We got another charades question here. Maybe we can throw that out.
Did we ever do? You know what? I was wondering, Jerk One. Did we do last week's or 2 weeks ago's charades? I don't know if did we ever do that one?
I could tell you right now
because we can do back-to-back charades tonight.
I'm pretty sure we did. I crossed it off on the list there, but we can bring it up.
Yeah, it could be senior moment for me.
Too much partying, man.
Way too much partying.
Okay. What do you think? We got Dirt Star saying, I think I was snoozing on the comments. Is Rob MC the guy from Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I'm just realizing that I didn't have comments pulled up. Let me go to comments. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. There's a lot of comments there.
Bag of...
I think you got to look close at what that is, actually. It looks like a microbes.
I made this too easy, I think.
Oh, I see what it is now.
Bag of... I don't know. Dirt Star Arpeggio, you got to help us.
Take a good look.
Take a good look at what that is.
You are
Pull
correct.
them up in the comments, bitches.
Side 928 got it when I sent it to him earlier. I gave him a little preview because he admitted that he doesn't tune in until about 10 o'clock.
That's fucked.
I know.
Ah.
Yes.
Dirt Star nails it.
Dirt Star nailed it.
Nice.
You could say
wow.
I don't know. Something's wrong with the guy that puts these together.
That might be Gwyneth Paltrow's new stash.
Didn't she put out some EO Day toilet involving dicks?
The cunt candles and all that good stuff.
Yeah. And the pheromones that go with the what's that cheese-like substance? Schmegma?
Schmeg. Everyone loves a little schmeg in their lives.
That's right. I mean, you can make a perfume out of that, or a cologne. You can make
candle that burns it. Oh,
yeah. I would drink champagne while I had a whiff of that cologne.
Nice. What about Mike Tyson? You haven't heard much follow-up after he pummeled.
He beat the shit out of some dude on a plane.
First of all, he's flying JetBlue and he's in regular seating. Does that shock you? I'm shocked.
Well, I thought he was making a lot of money on his pot. The stuff that he does with pot now.
I tried to grab his stuff in Vegas and couldn't find it. But
what about his bitten ear gummies? He's got like a candy line of like.
I think that money goes to charity. Him and what's his name? They work on it together.
Those aren't weed gummies.
Oh. I got to get out there. He's got a couple of places. He's got about 6 or 7 stores in California and Nevada. He's too much. So this guy was probably pestering. I mean, this ain't the first time. This ain't Mike's first rodeo with this. What set him off? I guess he just wasn't in the mood. he wasn't able to smoke weed on the plane or something, and he just went off on the dude.
Well, you know what it is? Mike Tyson is fighting that dude from YouTube.
Oh yeah,
Jake Paul or something like that.
right.
So this is the first of many installments of let's get Mike out there and, you know.
So this was staged?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean,
really?
Well, yeah. I mean,
damn, I wouldn't mess with the FAA. If I want to stage something, I'll do. Wow, I wouldn't go with the FAA. The lawyer costs.
Well, was it in the? Were they in the air?
They were in an airplane. You know.
That's true.
I don't know if they were in the air or not, but
that is a good point. You're right about that. I love how his friends took care of him, because if you watch the video, you do see Mike pounding away at this dude, but all of a sudden the video, it's like a second or two long of that, and the rest is the guy actually who's filming it realizes, oh wow, I can't incriminate Mike anymore, so he just hands down.
Good.
I thought that was loyalty right there.
Got your back, bro.
But he fucked up because he already got him on camera, right?
Yeah, that's true. So that's why I think it could be staged, you know?
Wow, I never even thought of that. I'm so gullible.
Nice.
Yeah, well, because Mike, I mean, is he going to be able to draw the way he used to without any extra promotion? I don't know.
You see the way he hit the punching bags the other like 2 years ago, a year ago? His little
yes,
practice
I did.
rounds? Yeah,
yes,
man.
I did.
This guy's still business.
No shit.
I don't fuck with Mickey Mouse. Don't fuck with Mike Tyson. I think those are the two first and second rules of America.
And the third is you don't know
Musk.
You don't know who's driving next to you, right? Right, Jerkwan?
That's
if
right.
You don't know, now you know.
That is for sure.
You know, driving the highways and byways of the Southeast. I would say most drivers behave themselves. Perhaps I take a little more defensive course these days, but I ran into no problems and found it very, very pleasant. I wanted to get a West Virginia rest stop attendant T-shirt, but the guy wouldn't trade shirts with me.
Cool.
Really?
Yeah, they were pretty cool, but he didn't want my shirt.
Did you hit a lot of traffic? I know Virginia, Washington is always.
We left at 2 a.m. and we were past Richmond by sunrise and coming there. It was bad in South Carolina and Georgia, some parts. Just congestion. I'm fine with that. I just don't like to see the tough accidents. You know, seen a couple of those. But going through north central Florida, Gainesville, Ocala, we went through the national reserves there.
Yeah,
that's nice Florida there. And there's some good locals there too. They're pretty funny.
When we toured, we used to tour through Gainesville. And we did Jacksonville, and we did a lot of good spots in Florida.
They got their own thing going down there.
I am shocked you two money people aren't talking more about Amazon and the big loss, the stock plunge today.
Yeah, man.
It reports nearly a $4 billion loss.
If you look at
company,
Jerk too. If you look at year to date for all three indexes, the major indexes on the stock market, it's been red the entire year. Okay,
you thank Uncle Joe for that.
Yeah,
or in the Putin price increase.
Jesus Christ! But I mean, how rich is this dude? He lost $3.8 billion in the quarter, and he's still thinking of buying Twitter.
It sounds like Lunchy. We've all been there. We know what it's like to lose.
That's true. But I mean, do you think that when I hear $4 billion, I'm thinking, oh, they're closing shop, but that's probably just a dent, right?
These guys are worth a lot, you know. I mean,
like a $1 trillion company, right?
Right.
What's hurting when the interest rates go up? The tech companies that thrive on low interest loans to continue their technology, they're hampered or they're set back a ways. So the money doesn't flow down to them, and
it's a cash flow issue. It's a cash flow issue. It's debt to income ratio, and what that does is that impacts the investors because they decide, well, okay, I'm not going to put money into this because it's not going to the equity is not going to return. It's not going to be a return on my investment as much as it would be if it was the opposite. So they start selling.
You know what? We should stop bitching and buy sell puts instead.
Yeah.
So if you're playing the options, you could still make money off of this.
Yep, it's a put market.
Yeah.
Sure.
Puts with the Bears.
Let me tell you something, Jerk. Too, if you did puts on everything, like seriously, like everything, since the beginning of the year, you'd be fucking rich already. Like you'd be
I
rich.
would buy some long outside the money calls that are 2 years out. You know,
Yep. That's
those.
perfect.
I'm looking at those pretty carefully. I'm looking at some banks.
You're gonna
Because
make
when the
you're
interest
gonna make
rates
money
go
on
up, the
those-
banks make more money.
You're gonna make money on those calls if you got them 2 years out.
Yeah, I kind of like it's like gardening. You just kind of grow a nice little garden for yourself that way of money.
Yeah. I wish I knew more about it. God,
I
all
knew
these
nothing about it.
Yeah.
I just experiment a little bit here and a little bit there, and
Same with me, Jerk, too.
I watch webinars a lot on it too.
Yeah, yeah. Jerk too. You can get on Thinkorswim, and they have a whole like education series. You can sit and watch videos all damn day, and they're free. And you can open an account. You can put $5 in it, and you can sit and get all the education tools you want. And you can just sit there all day and learn everything about it, how it works.
What's it called?
Thinkorswim. It's a TD.
Thinkorswim.
Yeah, it's TD Ameritrade product. And yeah.
Think of options as it's a set of time that you have in a contract, and it's a pendulum swinging. And while it swings back and forth, the pendulum string gets shorter.
Okay.
And it swings longer when there's more time, but as the string gets pulled up, the pendulum swings shorter in there, and it becomes more volatile. It's just you're throwing in time with these factors, and there's volatility rates, and they're called the 5 Greeks. And not to get into the whole thing, I certainly am no expert on it, but you start to understand decay of certain contracts, and depending on whether earnings reports are released, and they're active over the weekends when the markets aren't open. So it's kind of a mind fuck too.
That string. What you were saying about the pendulum and the string, that gave a good visual, and that's like a really good, way to like conceptualize it. I mean, Jerk too. Let me tell you something. It's like they'll tell you it's like the smartest people in the world are the ones you're competing against. But at the same damn time, these are like the ones that are winning are the people like they're like the hedge funds. They're like the people that know, like they have the insider information. They know how to manipulate the market. They know they're going to make money. They know how to manipulate, the everything.
A lot of algorithm trading too, and people are watching the graphs and thinking that there's going to be support levels and resistance levels for a stock on a certain day, and they'll try to swing a trade in less than a minute or so too.
Right, and they have the best software, and they have the best exposure to the best terminals like Bloomberg terminals and all this stuff, and they have so much more information than us retail traders. And it makes it makes their life like they have this big advantage over everybody else.
Everything you say is true, but it feels like with golf, you could be an amateur and walk on the same course and play with the big boys too, and you're on your own with your own knowledge, your own resources, and your own instinct.
Yeah,
on that.
I agree with that.
And you may hit 100 and feel like you scored $1 million, and the pro hits 70 and feels the same way.
Yep.
It's scaled around.
I agree. Jerk too. I had something happen to me where I did a spec trade, and it was more of a swing trade. And I can tell you right now, I spent 4 months on this. Okay. And I had no idea where it was going. And it had like what they call a gamma squeeze. So basically it's like, it's a stock that's heavily shorted. It's got high short interest. And basically all it just comes down to is that like the thing goes so far down and then it just like shoots so far up. I mean, you're talking about a $20,000 profit within a day and a half.
What this has to do is the number of outstanding shares is what gets sorted. So if people are promising to have you 500 shares by a certain time, and there's only 200 shares actually available, unless there's certain people with contracts that you're going to have to buy to get those shares, but it's going to cost you through the nose.
Yep.
Right.
So it's a lot of games. But if you're gonna, the safest thing to do for someone who really doesn't want to get involved with all that is to get an ETF fund. Go with any Vanguard. It's a good time to buy because things are kind of low right now. And if you don't watch it every day and let it roll for a couple of years.
That's
probably what you're doing if you're working with your employer with a 401k or something like that.
Yeah,
they're putting in for the long haul. I got that stuff, and then I got my the jerk around money. So
that's what he just said to you, Jerk. Too. That's the best advice ever. Like you don't have to. There's no skill set. There's no stress, and it's like you can sign up with a robo advisor, or you could just get in, or you could have a financial guy. They're going to take more money from you, but either way, they're going to be investing for you. They're taking all of the like pain out of the investing, and you're just going to be looking at gains. If you're doing it for long term, you're going to make money, and that's what's important about it. And it takes all the stress out of it. So it's a good way to go. But robo advisors are incredible. And
you got to do this. This is not financial or legal advice.
Yeah, we have to throw that in because we can't. Right.
We are not YouTube pumpers and dumpers.
Yeah,
really. And we'll get sued for telling people to invest in this or that, right?
Some jack off. Hey, they told me to invest in Vanguard and I lost last week, so you owe me money, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's a
come over to my house and collect it. I'll be waiting for you.
Sure, too. The long-term game, is the way to go. I mean, it's unless you're highly skilled and you're in like the 2% of all traders that make money day trading, which is really, really hard.
Set up a little fund for your kids and put $50 a paycheck in there.
Right.
That's the kind of leverage. They got 20 or 30 years to work on it.
Or just do a 529 for your kids. 529 is good. Or like some kind of 10 pay. Well, that's life insurance. But you can make money off of those things, and you just set it and forget it.
Cool.
Now, if we can get to something more serious now.
Yeah, I was going to say, wow.
Anus ejaculation.
Yeah.
You might have regular rectal ejaculation if you fart through your piss. That's called pneumaturia. Or if you piss shit. Fecaluria. Or if you blow your spooge out of your ass.
It's a real thing.
Oh.
That's fucked.
This happened. There is a news article.
Yeah, I went through it. This is what happened to this dude. This is a CAT scan of his rectal wall, and it shows a gas-filled pocket there in the red. 2 years prior, before he started having those symptoms we mentioned, he had been in a 3-week coma following a cocaine and PCP overdose. Besides that, during his hospital stay, he was fitted with a catheter during which the injury was likely caused.
Wow.
This dude's going to make bank.
Yeah, he is. For sure.
But, I mean, I guess it's not normal, but then again, cocaine and PCP binges, going into a 3-week coma, that must have been some ride.
Yes.
I can't get over that. I want to know more about that than the fact that he pisses crap out of his ass,
Right.
Or pisses shit through his penis. I'm getting all mixed up.
That's it. That's what that is. That is hard fucking core.
That is anus ejaculation.
No, Jerk 3, that is cold-blooded.
I mean, dude, just imagine like blowing spooge out of your ass onto some new chick you're dating. I mean, that's just so fucked up.
Right.
Like how do you explain that? It's like, well, I was trying to defecate on your side of the bed, but I come out of my ass.
That's
rough.
Hey, now.
We'll get back here. We figure we'd lighten up the mood. Talking about money these days is a bit depressing. The cost of chicken's going up too. There's a chlorine shortage. There's a baby formula shortage. And wait till the shit in Shanghai finally gets unclogged. Right now, there's be shortages all late summer and fall, or all the Chinese garbage that we get, whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
They locked down the whole country. They're putting bars in front of the doorways.
Because of COVID?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, it's
my
batshit
God.
crazy over there.
What the man?
Yeah, Shanghai's gone under lockdown for over a month now. I think they're in their 6th week of lockdown.
Yeah, I heard about it, but I'm just like, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
the
really,
ports are
nobody gives a
full.
shit.
The maritime ports are full. Nobody's moving anywhere right now.
Jesus.
Yeah, really.
Really, man.
Holy shit!
I want to break this down. We've got I get all the mail and the phone calls and the emails here at the central studio.
Yeah.
And dudes, I got to tell you, we've been getting a lot of death threats
What?
and
That's
some bombs
awesome.
too.
Come on.
Yeah. People hate us. Some people hate us. A couple of particulars do hate us a lot more than others.
Okay.
They've sent candy with X-Lax in it. Kind of stuff to try to intimidate us, like I don't know, Super Balls and stuff like that.
Right.
Packages that shake. So I'd like to get a bodyguard. I think. I put out an ad, and I did manage to get a few people that wanted to. They're interested. So maybe you could run. We got a couple of candidates, and we had the 2 weeks to kind of go over to sort through and make some finals on that. 5. We got 4 candidates, but this is the kind of thing I'm interested in. Totally kick ass and take care of stuff. I mean, if you've ever had a gun pointed to your head, them down. Whoops.
That is classic.
Yeah. So unfortunately, that guy's not available.
Right.
But we do have this guy who sent in his resume. He's beating up a rug with some karate kicks. I mean, there's some pretty damn good kicks there.
You know that? That looks like a younger Jerk 1. It does.
Could be. Well, I mean, he did have some moves. He had some good karate moves, and he was able to take both sides of the rug.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I'm thinking maybe that guy or this guy. I actually offered him a job in production instead
Yes.
because he's got a way with the studio works there.
Did we ever get anybody to apply to the job ads that we put out for Three Jerks show?
No, nobody's
No?
applied. Nobody wants to do real work.
Nobody. Yep, you're absolutely right.
Yeah. Now this guy. Gal rather. That's tough.
That is cold blooded. That is cold blooded.
All right.
Can I see that one more time? Because I could swear she loses. The one girl loses her wig.
Yeah. Bald is what's his name's wife.
Bald is coming back.
Yeah, but I thought
That's
Bush
right.
was back.
Seriously fucking titillating.
All right, now do you have your pants down? Are you ready to watch this again now?
Yes, let's do it. And you know what? If you think about it, you're right. Bush is back. So if this girl has a big bush and she's bald, she is so trendy right now on TikTok.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's look at it again. She may be a finalist here.
Just because you thought you did something, some asshole, dumb as fuck. You're dumb. You're dumbass, bitch. Get the fuck in.
Oh,
You know?
Wow.
Imagine a dude with a gun comes to Skipjack Studios and knocks on the door. All we need to do, you just go into the door, Baldy, and the rest is history.
Back again. Bush is back.
now I would like to see her fight Mike Tyson. I would sign up for that.
We got. Let's see. Hang on. We got some comments here. Break
Yeah,
this
what are
up.
they saying? I think they're saying, Jerk One, I think they're saying something like,
Bush is back. Back again. Bush is back. Back again.
Dogs in bags.
dogs in bags.
We had one more.
Okay.
This one I kind of like. This guy. He's my favorite, but I'm being convinced for the one we just saw. But hang on and take a look at this.
Sure.
Hang on. Let me get the comment off of that. Do that. I'll go back down here and rock.
Душевно. Ой, хорошо-то как. Доброта-то душевная, друзьяшки.
Dude, run that back again and look at the reaction from the cat. The cat on top of the cabinet. He's like, what the fuck is going on?
Yo, that cat was like, I'm the next one to be disemboweled by that guy.
And
Without a doubt, Jerk 3.
The poor wife or girlfriend, she sits there patient and just hoping that it's not going to be her later.
She's totally like, I don't know how to respond to this.
Okay, let's give him another run.
Доброта-то душевно. Ой, хорошо-то как. Доброта-то душевная, друзьяшки.
Wow. That dude, all right, straight up, that dude was like this.
Fuck you, and fuck you.
He absolutely was Jerk 3. Without a doubt.
Totally.
So, who do you feel most comfortable, protecting your life?
That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude.
You know, if the cat was still up there, he would have picked the cat up and smashed it.
He reminds me of that dude. Reminds me of one of our friends' cousins. If you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Well, hey, you know what? I don't come from a world like that. I'm the biggest wimp in the world, but I swear, some people just have it in them to fight. I mean, that girl beat the hell out of that little girl, and then this dude, you could tell. I don't even know what the premise was behind that video, but who knows? I mean,
Finally,
Sure, he's a tough guy.
yeah, he's a tough guy.
He asked for bodyguard video, and he showed he can kick some ass. Like
He wins.
it reminds me of a time I was at a bar and I was smashing plastic shot glasses with my elbows, right, like as they were being served, and then I changed from my elbow to my forehead, and I'm smashing the shit out of these plastic shot glasses, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is actually wrong with you, dude?" And I couldn't answer the question. And that's how I relate to that guy.
And I forgot to put the header on this before we went. This is why we need a production person here. Hopefully that other dude can help us. Can you guess what movie this is from?
I was just gonna guess. It's a young Matt Dillon.
Yeah.
It's not The Outsiders.
Around the same time.
Jerk 3, you got a guess? Jerk 3 does not have a guess.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Hey, Peachy. Hey, Peachy. Without the bike. It's Moody's now.
Oh my God, I can't believe I don't know this. Wow.
This is Mike. He's my bodyguard.
Oh, what the hell is the name of that movie?
It's called My Bodyguard.
Damn it. I was thinking, you know what I was thinking of? 6 o'clock or 8 o'clock high. I don't know if you remember that movie.
Yeah.
I eat my neighbor's shit.
I always remember the movie. Oh my God, what the hell was the name of the movie? All I know is it had a pregnant hooker in it, and she was a pregnant hooker, and she was walking down the street yelling, 2-for-1 sale, 2-for-1.
Holy shit! The fuck movie is that?
Oh my God, what movie is that? I got to look it up now.
Just that alone makes me want to watch it.
2-for-1 sale.
Dude.
2-for-1 sale.
Have you guys watched Taxi Driver?
Oh yeah.
It's a total classic. I'll sit and watch that when it's on. It's just I don't know. It's
Yep, one of the best.
yeah. Not a whole lot of people really like it, but
Well, I mean, I could see,
a couple
there
people
are so
turned it
many
down.
things wrong with it.
Yeah.
For one, I mean, isn't like what's her name?
She's like 17 or something.
Not even. She's like 14.
14. Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
the one you bring up in the like what's your favorite movies? It's not kind of like the first one you bring up or it's gonna be a short conversation. You know?
Yeah. She that movie was pretty wild. It's so weird how Scorsese, for me at least, if I go back to his earlier movies like Taxi Driver you're talking about, what was the one I can't think of? Raging Bull.
Mm-hmm.
And there was another one too that is supposedly great. And I thought they all sucked. I mean, now he's phenomenal. And I guess everybody has to start somewhere. There's no doubt about that. But I don't know. I mean, do you like all his earlier movies that everybody loves and raves about?
There's just a certain aura to them that you can't reproduce with today's technology or directors.
Right.
You know, that's kind of where I'm looking for.
Gotcha. Man, I can't think of that movie. It's a comedy movie.
Today's production is just
Fuck you, and fuck you.
Speaking of which, Bill Murray's getting a bag of shit tossed on his front porch, lit on fire these days.
What's up with that, man? I heard something weird about that.
Well, he hasn't been exactly inappropriate with people, but he would put his arm around people unwelcomingly or pull their ponytails or flirt with them. So apparently he was the last white male standing in Hollywood that hasn't been cast shade on yet. So they got him. He had to shut down a movie, I think, that he was doing.
I'll put the other one. Hey, Bill Murray can do no wrong in my eyes. I mean, I don't know what the problem was. Yeah. I don't know what the problem was, but
this story is trying to gain steam so bad it's almost pathetic the way it hasn't yet. Yeah. Sniff their hair from Taxi Driver.
Hey, you mentioned at the beginning of the show you wanted an update on the NFL draft.
Yes.
So NFL draft first pick went to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and they picked Travion Walker, defensive end from Georgia. All right. And then pick number 2 was to the Detroit Lions, who stayed home and picked a defensive end from Michigan. What is his name? Something Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson. He's 6'6", 260 pounds. He's 6'6", 260 pounds. Dude, I'm 220, and I'm 5'7". I'm a house. Oh, my God, I'm a house.
And you know what? That big boy is going to get bigger because the spreads are a lot nicer in the pros.
Yeah, exactly. But any of these people, I don't know who these people are.
Right.
No clue.
There's too many for me to follow. I used to follow it. I was telling my friend, I used to follow this when I commuted to work and listened to sports radio all the time. I knew all the draft like that, but since I'm not, I'm kind of retarded now. I'm not listening to sports radio anymore in the car, stuck and locked up for an hour and a half plus. So, free flowing,
And the NFL loves to get themselves in trouble. They're having the draft in Las Vegas. My God. I mean, are they asking for trouble?
That's a total commitment to their previous decision. They're doubling down. No pun intended.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Well, good for them. Sports betting is going to eventually rear its ugly head in some ways here. I don't think Europeans bet on sports a lot more than we do.
Do they really?
It's a tradition. It just kind of goes with the territory a lot more. Americans can't do it in moderation, I don't think. Europeans seem to. It's more woven in over there.
Gotcha.
Not here with these. So eventually something's going to happen, and then who knows? But DraftKings got its hands in everything now. I'm tired of hearing all the betting commercials and stuff, but whatever.
Jerk too. It's kind of like how elephants can control their dick like a second trunk.
Are you guys upset that James Corden's going to be leaving the Late Late Show in 2023?
I never watched the Late Late Show after Jay Leno.
Yeah, I'm not a Jay Leno guy. I like Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, I think Jimmy Fallon's nuts.
And I like I like what's his name? Conan. He's good. He's a good time.
Harvard educated comedy you're watching there.
That's true.
Hey now.
It's amazing.
Ozzy has COVID. I hope he's okay.
For Colbert?
No, Ozzy has COVID.
Oh, really?
He's not doing too well.
Bummer. He has Parkinson's now, too. He's kind of taking a low profile.
Yep.
And nobody has him on the death pool.
Nobody does, right. And Sharon Osbourne just left her show.
Boy, we really screwed that up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if he's got COVID, it came from bat shit, and he used to bite the heads off of bats. It's probably like come full circle.
Right. Jerk 3, did you ever see Ozzy live?
I never saw Ozzy live, and I wish I did. I wish I did. I wish I got to see Randy Rhoads live.
Yeah. I saw Ozzy live a couple times. It's definitely worth it for sure.
Wow. That's awesome. Was Rhodes playing with him at the time, or?
Oh no, this was after Rhodes. So this was the Jersey boy, dude.
Wow.
What's his name? He was Black Label Society.
Zach Wild.
Yeah, Zach Wild, phenomenal from Jersey, killed it every single night.
Yeah, Zach is a sick guitar player, man. He's a sick guitar player for sure.
Correct. So
he's no Rhodes. He's no Rhodes, but he's really good.
Yeah, Rhodes has been dead 40 years. Can you believe that shit?
Well, that's a really long time, and that's super crazy. And I got my timeline kind of screwed up on that because I was like, how could you see him with Rhodes, right? Because it's like we're not old enough, right? But it's like, but at the same time, you think about people who changed the face of music. Randy Rhodes, bro, like neoclassical, like the style, like what he did. It was like, you know what I mean? It was so genuine and pure and coming from the right place. And it was just all like, just changing the whole face of that music and sound. Like there's nobody like him. He's another Eddie Van Halen. He's another, you know what I mean? Like he's just a ridiculous guitar player.
I'll go even one step further. I think Eddie Van Halen had him killed because
what?
Here's
wait, I want to hear this.
Randy Rhodes doesn't die. If Randy Rhodes doesn't die, is Eddie Van Halen considered the guitar god that he is?
Wow.
I mean, look at it that way. Now, granted, he would be up there, no doubt about it. But Randy Rhodes was just right there with him, right around 84. I think he died, in 84, right? So,
Dude, you remember back in the Uninvited days, I used to have this fight with my other guitar player, which you know who he is. And we used to go, I was Eddie Van Halen and he was Randy Rhodes. And we were like, we would always fight about who's the better guitar player.
Right.
And I was like, they're both innovative in their own ways. You can't even like compare them because it's like, it's just a style issue. It's like they're both geniuses in a different way.
Yep. That's true. I just think that Randy Rhodes...
In 1982, Eddie Van Halen went to Florida and sabotaged the airplane that Randy Rhodes was going to joyride on.
I believe it. Because Randy Rhodes was... Here's the thing about Randy Rhodes. He had the street cred. Well, Eddie Van Halen did too. That's a tough one. It's a tough theory to bring out. But so it's 82. Arpeggio, thank you very much. Arpeggio is educated too.
Yes,
he said
he is.
Too. I love that. Thank you for that, Arpeggio. But all right, so 82, we're both Van Halen fans, Jerk One. So 82 is what? Is that Women and Children First, or is that Mean Streets, or is that Diver Down? I think that's Diver Down, period. That is before Eddie Van Halen's not really a guitar god at this point. Randy Rhodes in 82, when he died, he was it. I mean,
Diver Down was 82. Fair Warning was 81.
Okay.
And then...
82. So 82 is Diver Down. And Eddie Van Halen always hated Diver Down because he basically was like, yeah, that was our cover album. It was a lot of bunch of covers and stuff like that. And that's actually kind of where him and Dave kind of started splitting apart.
Right.
But 82, when Randy Rhodes comes out, he was already a guitar god by then, right? If I have it right, I think he was.
So maybe Eddie paid somebody to sabotage the plane. He didn't fly down to Leesville, Florida himself.
Oh, dude, it is so weird, that whole story, how, they're all taking a break from touring and they go to this house, this like mansion. I think they're renting at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all in the bus, though. And I don't know if I have the story totally correct, but there was a plane around, like a little prop plane, and they were just flying around, and they were doing circle. Oh, the story is that Ozzy was asleep in the bus.
Yeah, and it sawed that fucking bus in half, dude.
Wow.
It did. Yeah, and Ozzy was fine, but everybody else was fucking dead.
Yeah,
and keep it down up there, the front of the bus.
Such a freak way to go, man. But
Beechcraft, yeah, they're Maybe it was Arpeggio that
I was
sabotaged.
gonna say, dude, Arpeggio, you know a lot.
Arpeggio, yeah, Arpeggio did some kind of like witchcraft bullshit. I think he had some,
Deny.
Yeah, and he denies it. Yep, he brought down the bad juju on that shit.
Well, I mean, just another dude who got snuffed out too early.
Yeah, like what's his name? Richie Valens.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, we always reference how he died. He was part of that Buddy Holly story.
Yeah,
there he goes. He's got looks like he's seen the movie. The wing of the Beechcraft clipped the bus and crashed into the mansion garage.
Oh, jeez Louise.
At that point, you're playing with the house's money. You probably had a heart attack on the way down. It went spiraling down. Your heart exploded on the way down.
Right.
But as far as the bus, it didn't really split the bus in half, I guess. But
yeah, that's crazy, man. It really is sad. He was. Hey, you know what? While he was here, he gave us some good stuff.
I mean, for me,
wow, that's seriously fucking titillating.
What? Yeah, tell me. Holy shit, dude! I mean, we want to talk about breaking stories.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? We gotta thank Arpeggio for this because he referenced it just before. Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen's rivalry focus of a new clip from upcoming Reflections of a Guitar Icon documentary.
Huh.
Wow. So yeah, Arpeggio, way to go, dude. Randy Rhoads' Reflection of a Guitar Icon it's going to be available on video demand in May, and it talks about its interviews with his mom, his brother.
Yeah,
they interview Eddie Van Halen about it.
With the Ouija board?
Well, I guess it happened right before he died. But he talks about Rhoads' six-string influences and how he says that Randy Rhoads, he was good, but I really don't think he did anything that I haven't done. Oh, dude, that's a little bit of an indicator of being jealous.
You know what they need to do? They need to make both of these guys now like virtual reality in the metaverse and have like a guitar playoff,
Yeah.
That'd be total creep out city. But
you know what that would be? That would be,
wow, that's fucking epic, dude.
You know what I mean?
You know what? You just made a big announcement, and I got this new clip for an announcement. I don't know where the hell I put it, though. Maybe it's not here. I wanted to try it out.
Fucking titillating.
Here it is. You ready?
Yeah.
Try this. This is a quick. We'll use this for big news breaking announcements.
Okay.
Jesus.
You like that?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
That actually broke my fucking eardrums.
Well, I got news for you. I bought it for the show.
I love
Yes.
it.
So we're good shape.
For when we go out on tour for live remotes and stuff.
Yeah, somebody will sacrifice their backyard. We don't even have to sleep in the house. Maybe we should change that remote station request. We won't sleep in your house. We won't use your shitter. And we'll just bring our announcement to a truck.
How cool would it be to go on tour with this show?
Jesus. Well, that reminds me. I mean, that's how old we were. I mean, do you all remember the fire station bell or the horn that you would hear?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how, no one utilizes that technology anymore.
We have it here out in the sticks here. It's still used.
Oh, really?
And I got a scanner and I put it right on my phone. And the other day I predicted a brush fire. It came on. I impressed my kid. The thing went on. They know that I put it on. And I say, you know what? Today it's going to be a brush fire. And sure as shit, there you go. They look at me like, wow, how'd you know? I'm like,
Jerk 3, do you get still some fire warnings down there?
Yeah, we
How
get.
you?
We actually had a red flag warning today, and that's what they call it. They call it a red flag warning over here at the Jersey Shore. Yeah, it's a red flag warning, and it goes something like. Let me see if I can read. If I could read it to you, it's it got. Sorry. Well, yeah. Here it is.
That's for lifeguards, whether the water's good to go in or not.
Yeah. It's fire weather watch remains in effect. And it's got like a time frame, and it's just red flag warning is canceled. Well, now the red flag warning is canceled, but the fire weather watch remains in effect, and then we also have a freeze warning. It's crazy. Like, I mean, Jersey has like 4 seasons that happen and take place in 1 week. So like you live for like 7 days, and you're like, I just went through 4 fucking seasons in a week at this motherfucker. It's crazy.
I've got friends in Colorado, and they have the flood warning sirens that they test once a month. That's pretty rattling. It rattles the windows of the house and everything.
Yeah.
Because of the mountains and the spring thaw, they tend to get flooded pretty bad at times.
That's when I start beating on the windows and my Tourette's comes out, and I'm like, fuck Saul, Bob Saget.
And we there was something that came up at least 3 or 4 times in our creative meetings there, and I think maybe we should bring this one up here so we can get it off the board.
Let's do it.
Wank pods at work for jerk off breaks.
Oh yeah, and they're paid breaks.
You get paid to jerk it.
You want to jerk? You don't want to jerk.
Can you fake a jerk and you'll still get paid, or is that slacking off?
Yeah, well, it's not whacking off if you're slacking off.
I don't know, but you know what? This kind of that little pod is kind of weird. But
it is.
It's like this is for some French porno company or something, but there's a couple other places that are starting to do it too. I think it's like a union negotiated item now. I think the Starbucks people are going to want to jerk off during their breaks.
I want to know if those wank pods have something to tickle my taint.
They should, or else it's discriminatory. Yeah, there it is. Live stream adult site strip chat will provide virtual reality wank pods for employees to jerk at work.
Hey now.
But listen, 4 of those booths will serve 200 employees.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to smell in there, dude. You really want to sit down?
Up. Yeah, I mean, like in the age of COVID, we got wank pods. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, like
everyone should have their own wank pod.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah, I mean, how do they sanitize that shit?
I know this jerk too put his microphone mute on. I guess he doesn't want to hear us him unzip his pants or something.
No, he's in the jerk pod.
You know what? We should take maybe a jerk break on our show if we are the jerks looking to make it work.
I agree.
30 minutes paid time to pull the goalie or pet the kitty.
Oh, that's great.
Will wank pods become the new normal? Masturbation relieves stress. Maybe it's a productivity investment.
Yeah, and jerk one. In related news, like sex robots are like controversial because they're saying like, all kinds of fucked up shit about them. Like it's like gonna affect our mental health. Like if you got a sex robot and you want to do a jerk break and you want to fuck your sex robot, it's not really healthy because you're like engaging in this fantasy reality, and it just teaches you the wrong things. And I'm like, dude, if I'm an adult, whether it's a wank pod or a sex robot, I want to be able to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Why is that? Why am I deemed like a deviant if I want to, go fuck a robot?
They still haven't perfected the robot ass yet. I'm an ass man, and the robots just don't have a good ass.
No, they there's something lacking with the junk in the trunk. I agree.
I've road tested, checked them out. It's not doing it for me. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
when Jerk 2 gets back, talking about being an ass man, I've got a comment. Maybe it's a bit sexist or something, or maybe it's anti-technology. But I'm gonna save that because I desire to hear his opinion on that as well.
Definitely.
Oh, look at this. He's talking about Arpeggio wants C3PO. I think he wants to bang him.
Yeah. I think he's back. I think Jerk 2's back. He probably was pinching a loaf.
You back there, Jerky? Nope. Microphone is muted.
He's still banging one out. He's crunching.
Maybe he's talking with the kids. Who knows?
Well, I got in the private chat. It says Jerk 2 is what does it say? It's something about laser logins. I don't know what he's referring to.
He's
it's like a laser light show in his bathroom with Kenny Loggins.
I don't know.
It's getting weird. It's getting weird.
And maybe they could add the testicle tanner in with the jerk pad.
Oh yeah. What is the deal with like don't ball tan? Like who ball tans? Is that legal in any state?
It sounds like a great way to keep the population down. But they're trying to sterilize us all, through Facebook, man.
Yeah, man. If it's not chemical castration, it's ball tanning. What is going on with Jerk 2?
Dude, back now. Yeah.
Unbelievable. I have no clue what is going on with my computer.
Dude,
but
you were crunching.
I missed the ball warming topic. What's up with the ball warming topic?
Yeah, ball tanning? Testicle tanning?
Yeah.
They're going to put that into the jerk pads, the jerk pods. We were talking about robot asses, and I say they haven't perfected the robot ass yet, so I'm not really on board with robot sex until I can do anal on one.
Yeah, Jerk 2.
Because that's the only way I'm going to get it, first of all.
Nice.
Right.
But
they were saying that sex robots are not healthy. Like, it's not healthy to be, like, romancing your sex robot. So,
yeah.
So if you're a healthy adult and you're broken, you might be broken a little bit, and you're saying, well, dude, I'm going to invest in a sex robot because I can't get a sex robot pregnant, and a sex robot can't Amber Heard my ass. I mean, what's wrong with it? You're not going to get sued by a sex robot.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, we're kind of on the same topic. I'm going to do another share screen about fictosexuals that came out. It's right in the same wheelhouse.
Bring it.
Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to share that. I'm getting
Jerk One. It's sexy when you talk about wheelhouse.
Yes, it is.
Japanese man who married virtual character now on a mission to educate others about fictosexuals.
Hey now.
So he married this doll-like thing.
Yeah.
And he wants to tell us it's all okay. I mean, you know what? If it keeps him from slaughtering whores, that's fine then.
Wow, that's seriously fucking titillating. Holy mouse.
Dude, I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often with the way everybody is nowadays.
Because if these guys aren't banging robots, they're out strolling the streets looking for whores and, probably angry at humankind.
That's a good point. Yep.
So they can stay home and bang their robots and send them plenty of WD-40.
Well said. Yep.
I'm glad we can agree on something here. What do you think? I got this thing. Phones now. The ladies, they put them in their back pocket. You seen them all the time?
Yes.
It ruins the silhouette of their asses. I haven't seen a decent ass in like 12 years because now people are putting these big ass phones in their back pockets.
Yeah, but the thing that they fail to recognize or appreciate is all that radiation that's going into that one butt cheek.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
So true.
Yeah, they're fucking up their ass.
Of mine.
They're fucking up their ass big time.
It is. It's terrible. And not like I'm a skeevy perv or anything looking at asses, but, I'm a skeevy perv sometimes looking at people's asses. So it's, it's a fact of life, buddy. Deal with it. Got the papers on the wall right there, man.
Jerk one. You know what that ass is saying back to you, right?
What's that?
Fuck you, and fuck you.
Hey, let's get educated. I
Yes.
got a section here we were trying to do last week called Nature and Science. We got a couple of stories.
Do it.
Okay.
We've been working on the testicle tanning. We've covered a lot tonight.
We did.
I think
And
this
we
is.
didn't think we were going to bring it tonight.
Oh, what's that?
And we didn't think we were going to have our usual mojo. We're doing really
Yeah.
well.
But
real
we still
good.
got an hour and 10 to go.
It's really good. Oh, who's getting rickrolled?
The entire city of Dallas got rickrolled.
Wow.
They put drones up in the air, about 300 drones, and it formed that QR code in the air. So people started doing it on their phones, and they got freaking rickrolled.
Wow.
Now, if we could do one for our show, maybe we'll get popular.
I love it.
That's a good idea.
Dude, that's
So,
a great idea, actually. You want me to I'll create the QR code, and we can shoot it out and spread it viral.
They used 300 drones with a GPS tracking system and lights. 100-foot wide by 250-foot tall QR code hovered over a love field for 20 minutes.
Beautiful.
This guy, Preston Ward, they do drone shows, and there's a marketing guy, Jared Goins. So he was behind the Vanilla Ice and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reunion show. So this guy's got some street cred. And Jared's epic Nerf battles.
That guy's fucking epic.
Is he? I know you may know more than I at this, but it sounded like anything with Vanilla Ice in it, I'm on board.
Hell yeah.
Wow, that's fucking epic, dude.
So he is the spiky-haired guy, knows what he's doing?
I'm with you.
All right, we'll give him a call. We'll have our talent agent, who I haven't heard from since we freaking hired him and sent him a bag of weed. I haven't heard jack from him yet. I got to give him a call.
Yeah,
the
really,
guy
Seriously, fucking kill.
where is he?
Yeah.
We said he had COVID. Remember that guy?
Oh yeah.
Yes, you're right.
He's not sure. I can find him again. And this came up a lot in our meetings too. Maybe because we are in a mirrored universe and we just keep repeating the same things back and forth. But thanks to that big old fucking bang back in the day, it created two universes. Time runs backwards and forwards.
Let me tell you something, Jerk One. They turned on the Hadron Particle Collider, better known as CERN. It was non-operational for the last 3 years. They turned that motherfucker back on. It's responsible for the Mandela effect. It's responsible for all the fucked up shit that's going on. I'm hoping, and I'm really hoping, now that they turned it the fuck back on, that we switch back to a reality that's better than the one that's happening right now.
That would be a good thing.
Yeah,
because
try.
it's funny. When they first turned that on, a lot of scientists were concerned they would create a mini black hole.
Oh, they fucked everything up.
Just for our readers or listeners, the CERN device it goes through France and Switzerland. I think it's an underground tunnel, and it's an atom collider.
Yeah, that's right.
Atom smasher, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
And they're looking for neutrinos. When they smash the two atoms together, they're taking pictures. So this huge ass tunnel.
They're trying to create they're trying to rewrite the universe, man. I mean, that's some serious shit.
They're trying to harness all the energy that started from the Big Bang and creating it themselves.
Yeah. Hey guys, I just wanted to erase everything that happened in life and then replace it with something else. Yeah, that's a great fucking idea. Said no one ever. What the fuck?
If they grabbed Lunchy and canned one of his farts, they'd probably get the same reaction. But he's living the legend right now, so it's harder to get. But the funny thing is they started it up 2 or 3 years ago, like you said, and it immediately broke down or something happened to it. And it's going to take 2 years to fix. It's it took you 9 years to put the thing together.
Yeah.
Now what's another 2 years, I guess.
I mean, it's crazy to think that they're fucking with like everything. Like it's just like, oh yeah, so we did that. We ruined like everything that we know as our existence, and now we can't like undo it. Oh, that's fantastic. Good job.
I say go for it. Why not?
I just wonder if they never turned that fucking thing on, where we would be right now. Probably
we wouldn't be doing this show, that's for sure. This is part of that ugly universe that they're trying to quash down, you know. So we should count our blessings, and so should our viewers.
I thought the world's largest Hummer was what I got on tour back in 2007.
I thought it was your mom.
You just stole it, dude. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. You got to chime in. This is a dog-eat-dog show, you know.
She jumps up in the air and she gets stuck every time because that's how fast she is.
Do the cartwheel one.
Oh, yeah. Right. She's so tall that every time she does a cartwheel, she kicks Jesus in the head.
I think I got another picture of this thing. This is some Arab dude wanted to make the world's largest Hummer.
Jesus, that's amazing.
What goes through a guy's mind? I'm setting out to make the world's largest Hummer today. What is he getting from that? What does that do for him?
True.
Maybe he gets laid that way.
And here's what I got to say to that.
One time, I ate my neighbor's shit.
Here's another great one.
Wow, dude, those tapeworms are no joke, bro.
Can you imagine having a tapeworm that big inside of you?
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought for a while because I couldn't gain weight in high school. I was like 110 pounds, like wet, and I was like, dude, there's got to be a tapeworm inside me the size of Chicago, and I couldn't figure it out. And then the bears let me know what was up. That's where that went.
Do you think they eat it when it's out?
I think they get fucking angry at it, and I think they say stuff like this.
Fuck you, and fuck you.
I mean, that's what I would say.
It's whacked.
It is
I just love the bears. Always remind me of the salmon swimming upstream. And the salmon go forever just to get up there to spawn, take care of business. And they got to jump every single waterfall. They make it through one waterfall, then another waterfall, then another waterfall, only to just hop into a bear's mouth.
That's it. Nature says thank you.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
And dude, do those tapeworms grow like in length like that because of how they're feeding off these bears, or is it just like that's how big these motherfuckers are?
I think they start small. They're in they're in poop or something, and then they get into it.
So when the bears shit these fucking things out, what do the tapeworms do? They just die?
Yep, that's it for them.
Wow.
They crawl through all that intestine to just get shot out and forgotten about.
So it's just like the salmon. Like they did all that work for nothing.
Yep. It's whacked.
Yeah, cold-blooded.
And look at this thing. Giant stone.
Wow.
The archaeologists found this big-ass ball in Costa Rica.
That's some alien technology, bro.
What do you think that was used for?
Alien technology.
Who measured it?
It killed the dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Could be. It's fucked.
Back again.
And dude, yeah, Jerk 3, exactly what you just said. Say that again, Jerk 3.
All right, here we go. You ready? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, here it comes.
Bush is back. Back again. Bush is back. Back again. Bring a friend. Fuck.
Hang on, I think we got an answer to it here. Arpeggio has it.
What does he say?
Benoit balls.
Wow. Benoit balls. Right. Benoit balls.
Can you imagine the cavernous cunt that would house one of those? And the meatball Martha that would take them in.
Yeah.
I saw a vagina that was real cavernous one time, and I could stick my whole head inside of it, and it was just fucking weird. That's all I got.
Well, it's from the Dickus culture. They made these between 800 and 1500 AD, and they just made these big ass boulders.
Wow.
Maybe it was like some advertising prank or something.
Once again, jerk one.
Bush is back. Back again. Bush is back. Back again. Bring a friend. Fuck.
We're going to get some good Bush pictures for the next show. I'm writing that down. Hang on.
Got it.
You guys want the armpit ones? I don't think we could show too many vag pictures on YouTube.
Yeah,
but armpits
we'll get canceled. We'll get canceled for nudity.
Yeah, but armpits are fine, right? What about hairy boobies?
Well, you could do what I did with the Biden video. You can have a rubber sack or a rubber vagina, and I don't think you can get canceled for rubber.
We'll have to check with the joke police first.
As long as it looks fake enough, you're good.
Did you guys happen to see the school bus that flipped over with 23 children on board?
Yeah, New Mexico.
Oh my God, dude. That's amazing that they have that footage.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour, man. Those kids went flying. They're like popcorn.
None of them died, though. That's pretty wild.
How come they didn't have their freaking seatbelts on?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because they gave zero fucks.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour. They crashed into the bus, and the bus flipped over. Wow. And the car did not stop. It kept going.
Oh, really? What kind of car was it?
It does not
That's
say.
amazing. Must have been a Lamborghini, man.
Crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, dude.
Have you ever this next article? Have you ever been like drinking with somebody late at night? You just get into some stupid ass argument, and you wind up beating the person. You wind up fighting.
Yeah, I saw Nikich do that to fucking Dunlap.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I gotta hear that story.
Beat the shit out of him. Like beat him with a can of beer. It was awesome.
Beer, and he took out a stick too.
Wow.
He took a rake out or something.
Yeah, dude, it got brutal real fast.
No way.
Those are the good old days.
It was whiskey fueled anger, and it was really fucking intense.
That's when you drink and hide under the car, run off and hide under the car. We couldn't find him and stuff.
Oh, dude, Elon Musk sold $3.99 billion worth of Tesla shares, and he later tweeted, "No further Tesla sales planned after today." This is a breaking news article I just got from Bloomberg.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so your Tesla shares are fucked, bro.
Oh, I have two of them. I only own two, but I know people that own 20 plus.
Yeah,
they were banking on that.
Those guys are definitely like. Fuck.
So is he shutting down?
I don't know. I that's all I read, but I didn't have a chance to like really dig into the article. I just saw the headline.
You know what? That's crazy because he opens a plant in Germany. He's got the new Texas plant, and he's got one in Shanghai, and it's just like no more.
Well, I mean, based on that, we just dropped 3% in after hours, so we're about $24 less on the share.
It went down 12% the other day.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's I mean, we may wake up to another drop of like 5+%. We'll see.
I think a lot more than that. For the
Well, actually probably a lot more than that because it's 10 o'clock at night, and who's trading Tesla right now? You know what I mean? And this literally got announced 12 minutes ago. So
what did he say back in the day? 420 is a reality. $420.
Yeah, and sell in May and go away.
Hey, Jerk One, the answer to your question, it was 2 Ford Mustangs.
Ford Mustang, huh? Nice.
Yeah. They were battling each other for the fastest car. Wow. Unbelievable.
Look at this. No more premature ejaculations. You're going to plug this thing into your dick. I was working on this. I figured I'd add it into the nature and science part of our show.
Yeah, good idea.
You take this battery and you clip it to your schwanz, and you give it a little DPN simulation, and no more premature ejaculations. Now, if you could work that in with your ass there, so your ass doesn't ejaculate anymore, you just reverse the clips.
Wow.
Huh.
It's big news. Anyways, I think Tesla not making any more Teslas is interesting, but premature ejaculation is important too.
Yeah, you're right. It is. It definitely is.
Well, I think, you know what I think though, Jerk One. I mean, when he says no further Tesla sales planned after today, I think maybe he's just talking about selling of shares. I don't think he's talking about
all the cars.
Yeah, because that wouldn't make sense. You know, that'd be too harsh.
He opened up 3 holding companies in Delaware this week too. X Holding 1, X Holding 2, and X Holding 3.
Wow.
So there's movement.
Interesting.
Anybody want to see the video of the kid cooking himself again?
Yes. Yeah.
Fire up.
I do. I was thinking of doing that the other day.
I like that one. I don't think I got volume to it though, but we're working on it. Just for the listeners, the microphone goes mute on the other guests here, so I'm the only guy you got to listen to. So yeah.
Wow, that's fucking epic, dude.
For some reason, your mics won't go on when I run a video.
I noticed that.
I can't do anything about that from here. It's part of the program. It is wrong. I'm not censoring you guys. I'm not curbing your free speech. I'm not oppressing you. I'm not violating your civil rights, your federal civil rights, or your state rights as well, or your rights to go fuck off. I'm not any of that, you know.
Dude, you're fucking up my constitutional rights.
I forgot that one. Yeah.
You.
Boys. What's next?
I ate my.
Yeah, we got to figure something out. I'm out of material.
Okay, today's National Superheroes Day. Who's your favorite superhero?
Yes.
Aquaman for me.
Aquaman came in as one of the lamest ones ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
He started off by like making fish heal.
All right.
He was like a fish doctor or something.
A fish doctor.
It's messed up.
My favorite superhero is Dirt Star.
Yeah, Dirt Star is my favorite too.
This is my favorite one. Gonna get him on here. His name is Cynical Man. And it was a comic from the 1990s. And I'll show you a picture of him.
Okay.
Hang on, I'm getting there. We go. It's kind of small, but that's Cynical Man.
Shit.
A stick figure. You could check him out. Matt Feasel wrote the comic for a long time, and it was good stuff. He wasn't really. He didn't go over too well, I guess. But he did have his own comic strip.
Right.
And check out Cynical Man someday. Yeah, there's not enough going on here. Cynical Man complains about the weather was one of his big and other thrilling adventures.
Did we do Dick of the Week yet?
No, I didn't get a chance. Do you have one?
Oh yeah, I got one. The retired corrections officer.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I was thinking of someone else. Who's this guy?
He was living in New Hampshire, undetected. They just got him for 3 decades old murder for an 11-year-old girl. His name was Marvin Carlton Skip McClendon, 74 years old.
You know how they did it through that DNA search stuff.
Yep.
23andMe, any of that stuff. They go and they shake down a relative, and then they go after them. They send them a contest result, a contest thing where they get the guy to lick the envelope, or they go through his garbage and they pick out straws. They got one guy, he left the soda can at a basketball game. The guys were following him the whole time. It was a hockey game, I'm sorry.
Jesus. So this is what he does. He kills her in 1988 and then dumps her body in a rail yard. Okay? And after she died, a freight car ran over her body.
Happy.
Yeah. Golly.
You save money on the funeral expense, I guess.
Come on.
Come on. You can. You get a smaller box, dude.
Wow. All right. So we were talking about how we grew up. So this is 1988 and, how we were able to do whatever we wanted to. So the little girl, how old was she when? Oh, man. She was 11 years old. So she goes with her mom and her mother's boyfriend to a social club in Lawrence, Massachusetts, which is a 20-minute drive from their home in Salem, New Hampshire. That's out in the sticks, I imagine. At some point during the afternoon, the little girl went outside to play while the adults enjoyed themselves in the club, and they never saw her again.
There was a case just in Wisconsin today. A 14-year-old cousin killed his 10-year-old cousin.
Right.
Sexually assaulted her, and the kid's old man had a child molestation record too, and a stash of porn and everything. Then the shit nut doesn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah. Jesus, man.
Now there's a guy, ex-Boston police union chief.
Right.
He's 67 now. He pleaded guilty to 21 counts of child rape and sexual assault occurring over a 27-year period.
Wow.
So he's going to jail, and he's 67. Yeah. We got a picture of him crying.
And is it still everybody gets justice when a pedophile or a sex offender goes to prison? They're still treated as dogs, right?
Yeah, chomos don't. They don't get treated too well.
All right, good.
Check him out crying.
Right.
He's so sad he's going to jail. It's like, dude, that's the least of your worries.
Man, these fucking guys are nuts. I mean, that's all you see in the paper. Georgia man convicted of killing an 8-year-old girl, raping a 10-year-old girl more than 45 years ago. Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, they're catching up on a lot of these crimes through the DNA stuff, too. A lot of cold cases are being solved.
God damn.
If it bleeds, it reads, bro. That's why this show is so great.
Come on. No, you mean if it reads, it bleeds. Come on, dude.
If it bleeds, it reads.
That's horrible.
Wow. Yeah. That's what they taught me in journalism school.
Jesus Christ, man. I mean, what the fuck is going on with... Again, you never know who's driving next to you, man.
Yeah.
Never.
Holy shit.
And then your girl, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I know you love her.
Holy mackerel.
She's talking about how fucking Satan's in the church and all that. Satan's controlling the church. Fucking nut, man. What's her deal?
She's under trial for perjury right now, too.
Yeah, like she's just losing it, man. She was talking to a right-wing activist of Church Militant Group, and said that Satan's controlling the church and that U.S. bishops have taken enormous sums of money from the federal government, federal taxpayers to assist in illegal immigration. Some refugees are jumping for joy because of the church.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like Arpeggio's got a crime. He's got a crime tip that they, quote unquote, my quotes, found missing persons in a car at the bottom of a lake.
No way. Where was this, Arpeggio?
That's breaking news.
Yeah, it is.
That thing is like
That's rough.
Wow.
We're
And
gonna get
we all love our Trevor Bauer from
yeah,
Major League Baseball. He's still getting
Trevor
paid.
play. Let Trevor
But
play. Free Trevor.
He's got a great question that he posed to MLB recently. He's like, how can you suspend a guy for having consensual rough sex? I posed that question to Jerk 3 and Jerk 1. What do you think about that?
Oh man.
Leave outside the ball field. Leave it out there.
Yeah, he was
He
never
should have been
arrested.
pitching last year. They're giving him the supreme jerk around because he likes to stick it to him.
Right. He was never arrested or charged with a crime. That's number one. And basically what his attorney is saying is it was done in California and the judge denied the women's request for the restraining order against him. So what it comes down to is it was consensual. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know who and this is all kind of pending, so people are probably keeping quiet. They're not announcing their moves or anything, but the players' union should be a little more active in this too. This man is being denied a paycheck in his prime years of pitching.
Agreed.
You know, it's crazy. Oh, there's a follow-up on Clayton Kershaw, that perfect game he was pitching.
Yes.
He has to be taken out in the 6th inning.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I'll find it here. I just heard it today on the radio. They said something, it was on one of the shows, but.
Well, what's the but I don't understand. What's the complaint? What is it? What is the complaint?
Well, we were talking about how like nowadays it seems to be trendy to give up, not do your best. Like we were always taught to do your best, don't give up, and battle your brain and all that kind of stuff. And nowadays it seems like people are taught the opposite.
Silly, stupid show-off shit.
Oh, yeah.
I was referring to the consensual sex. Like, it's illegal to have consensual sex.
Oh, I'm sorry. I blew it on that one. Yeah, well, what the deal was, originally he got suspended from baseball. Now, this is after Jerk 3, he signs a lucrative contract. I mean, top notch. He had just won the MVP, right?
Yeah, he had,
Wow.
And he had his own show going too.
But what I don't understand is what's the complaint? If you have consensual sex with somebody, what
the girl showed pictures of her battered face on Twitter or one of the social media platforms, and everyone took it.
Right. So they took him out of the game and they suspended him, and they did their due diligence and their protocol. But it was found out during the trial that her story didn't hold up. So everything was it was dropped.
Fake domestic violence. I got you.
Right, but now he's still in limbo. They won't let him play.
Yeah, because that shit follows people around. It's ridiculous.
And it's like his
But there's no charges against him. He's you know.
Yeah, but that's what they do. That's what they do. It's like
it follows you around like that.
Yeah. Oh, well, not only that, but here, listen to this. This will spin your head, right? So if you're in family court and you have a domestic violence complaint filed against you to effective like a TRO, like a temporary restraining order or something, and you have evidence of your innocence, you have to actually pay for a trial to even present it in the first place. And then what's even more fucked up is that either the restraining order can be dropped or it can be dismissed with the evidence of innocence, and then that's the family leg. Then the same woman can go ahead and press criminal charges for the same complaint that was either dropped or found not guilty in the family leg, and then the person has to deal with the criminal leg. And but the whole time they're innocent, and they're proven, and they prove they're innocent, and there's nothing they can do about it. It's like what just goes on and on and on and on, and it's in their background, even with their innocence, it's still in their background. Like if you did a background check, it could fuck you up for a job or something else, or in this case, what's happening to this man. Yeah, it's like why do they do this to people? You know, it's crazy. I mean, if you prove you're innocent, what the fuck are they doing?
Correct. Yeah, it's a good point. You got to. That's well said.
Yeah.
Turk 3, well done.
I can't find a thing on Kershaw. All this stuff is dated older. Perhaps it was with his Minnesota game that he pitched 6 or 7 perfect innings there too, and then maybe he wanted to get out of that. He is aware of his injuries in the past, though, so he's not a spring chicken either. And the Dodgers go deep every year in the season, so
right.
Maybe they had a talk.
Jerk one, did I ever tell you about my story about spring chickens?
Tell us.
Yeah.
I don't have a story about spring chickens. I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Oh my!
Yeah! That's the Amstel Light talking.
Superhero Day. Oh, we talked before the show about who's the best rapper, and I gave the choice of Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg, Notorious B.I.G., or Kanye West.
Right.
Now, a bunch of white guys.
Our Pedro figure that. Arpeggio, you're the first one. Tell us what you think.
I can't wait to hear the answer.
I would love it.
Yeah, we're going to wait. We're going to be silent until the answers. We're going to be waiting a long time.
Arpeggio said smooth white gravy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Eazy-E. Again, yeah.
Did he say Eazy-E?
Right there.
Yes, sir. Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what we said, too.
Yep, same here. He was awesome.
Yeah, we should get him on the show, man.
You would have to get the Ouija board.
You get a shovel or a Ouija board.
Yeah. I mean, that dude, that was a tough way to go. He went right when AIDS was blowing up.
He was in the thick of the storm.
That's how he died. That was
we want to fuck you, Easy. We want to fuck you, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. He was great. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. My man Jay got the man got the brown. Fuck that shit.
How much longer do you think he would have lived if there weren't AIDS?
Depending on who you talk to, he was the one behind NWA's success. He was the bankroller. So,
well, he would have killed himself somehow. If something would have happened. Guys like that don't last long.
That's true. That's a good point.
They roll hard, they burn up quick. I don't know. It just seemed something was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was like, out of all of them, he was really the true gangbanger. Like the other one, like Dr. Dre, I always thought he was like a mean gangbanger, and Ice Cube, they were not. Didn't you guys think that? Didn't you think Dr. Dre was a gangbanger back in the day?
Sure, too. You know who was the biggest, like, the meanest, cruelest, badass? Was Suge Knight.
Yes, he was.
He was nasty, bro.
Yes, he was. He's in jail, right?
I think so.
Yeah, the infamous story, what he did to Vanilla Ice. Pretty much hung him from, like, off a balcony and told him,
Yeah, man, that dude was brutal.
Yeah.
How about Rick Ross, yo?
Rick Ross?
Rick Ross is living it up down here in Florida. He's got money.
Wasn't he a corrections officer at one point?
Nice.
I do not know that.
Oh,
I
the
heard that
irony.
he was a big fake.
That's some irony right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
He was brief. He was even a corrections officer in Florida. Yeah. So it says Hip Hop DX. And there's pictures of him in a corrections officer uniform.
Really?
Yeah, I'll share that with the world.
Yeah, do that. He's got a huge mansion in Florida. I know that.
Yeah, none of these pictures are coming in big enough here. It's a tough world. I once saw his tour van in South Florida when we were driving back from Key West one year.
No shit.
Yeah. It's like, dude, it's Rick Ross. What's up? Yeah, here we go. Here's a little something here of him in the corrections officer uniform. Here's green, chrome tab. We're getting the hang of this now. And boom. See that?
Wow.
There he is, without the beard. He's in disguise.
Dude, what is with these governors and politicians? This GOP representative is caught on video with his male staffer's hand in his crotch. I mean, what the hell's going on with these people?
Remember Mel Brooks in the Wild West there, Blazing Saddles?
Yes.
That's exactly that. That's what goes on all the time. That's it.
You're right.
You have run of the house.
And Big Donald, he's back. He just sent a tweet of himself at Mar-a-Lago.
A tweet?
Yeah, it says, I'm back. Donald Trump posts first message on his new platform, Truth Social, together with a photo of himself at Mar-a-Lago, and even jokes about his infamous misspelt coffee tweet.
Truth Social.
He's got a problem.
You had to wait in line. There was like a waiting list to get on Truth Social.
Well, Elon said he should have called it the Trumpet instead.
The Trumpet, I like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure what movie he's talking about, but whew.
Wow, that's fucking epic, dude.
Well, right now, Trump's social network was sponsored by a SPAC called DWAC, DWAC, and that's lost 70% of its value since it was released. And it got chunked off 20 or 30% after Musk bought Twitter. So they're kind of in competition with each other. Blazing Saddles. Yeah, I'm Blazing Saddles. I'm out of it. I'm just
wow, that's seriously fucking titillating. Oh,
yeah.
gross.
Yeah, get in now.
What's that?
Get in now. I would get into DWAC SPAC now.
I don't know if there's much of future. I had my share of SPAC. I'm done with I had PSTH for a while. I'm done.
Yeah, no, SPACs are whack.
SPAC is whack, yo. For those listening, SPAC stands for Special Acquisition Company. They get investors together and they tell you we're going to do something with it, but we don't even know what we're doing with it yet, but we have 2 years to do it, and you're going to make lots of money. You pile in, and the shares, they get announced. They start at $50, and then they go down to about $10. Actually, the SPACs come out at $20 or $10, I think, was their the original, how they have to be offered, and then they take off from there. Trump's SPAC went up to $70 or $100 something the first day.
Yeah, I think
we kind of came back down to earth on that. I was involved in one, PSTH by Bill Ackman, who promised a Universal Music Group as his SPAC, but it was shot down by the SEC. So yours truly lost a little bit of money because of a Yale professor in economics and a former SEC member who sued Bill Ackman for that acquisition.
Better than Bill Foley's PSFE, and that was like 100% buy. Everybody, it was like, every analyst from here to whoever Oh, buy. It's a strong buy. It's a strong buy. And it went from 17 down to like $2.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
Well,
it's real bad. It reminded me a lot of, you know what it reminded me a lot of? It reminded me a lot of.
Damn, that girl's a slobbery, snockery, triple-butted, filthy hoe bag slut.
Right.
Now, all right, you guys got to follow this story for me. So there's a woman, she's 36 years old, and evidently there's a syndrome called locked-in syndrome. Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Okay.
Sounds good if it's what I'm thinking.
So she was found dead. She was found dead and fused to living room couch.
Oh, I saw that.
In her well-respected parents' Louisiana home.
Dude, it's disgusting. It looks like she blew a shart in that couch.
Exactly. I mean, what the fuck? I don't get it. Were they just letting her stay there? Like,
what was the name again? I gotta get that picture up here. How was that? Give me a couple keywords.
Let's see what her name is. Her name is Lacey Ellen Fletcher, 36.
Wow.
Found dead in January after wasting away on a couch, possibly after years of neglect from her parents. Lacey suffered from locked-in syndrome, a rare neurological disorder characterized by complete paralysis of voluntary muscles, except for the eyes. So she was basically the one character from the Metallica song, right?
Yeah. Hang on, I got a picture of that couch here.
Pull it up, dude.
I am. Give me a sec here. We're gonna.
Yikes!
She sat in that couch and became fused to it and like blew out her insides.
What the fuck, man?
Wait, how do you? So explain being fused to it. Like you're saying that, like the stuff that came out of her like dried and she was just like attached to it.
No, well, you know how you get like when people are bedridden, they always have to be moved,
right?
Because you get bed sores. And now, again, jerk one, you're the educated one, so you let me know if I'm going off the rails on this. But the reason why you move your bed sores because the sores could actually like grow onto the fabric that you're on, and they could attach themselves to you, which is even more painful. So what happened with this girl was she had locked-in syndrome where your body basically loses all motor function except for your eyes moving.
Wasn't a bad-looking lady either, if I can find her.
She was covered in insects and her own bodily fluids. Can you fucking believe that shit?
Insects?
Yes.
Yeah, there she is there. So.
She was found partially naked, sitting upright and submerged in a hole in a couch, covered from head to toe in urine, liquid feces, and insect bites, with live bugs and rodent excrement nearby. Oh my God. What the fuck, man?
This is where we need the laugh track on the podcaster. I don't have one yet. I'm sorry.
She was a cute girl. Look at her. And these fucking people, man. Now they're dicks of the week. Come on.
Yeah, that's right up there. There's so many to choose from. There's like a whole bag.
There's a picture of her house. If you go to Daily Mail, there's a picture of the house. It's like on this big plot of land. It's on the corner lot. It's like a little pristine house, and you would never think that shit was going on.
Yeah, it looks just like a normal place. I didn't know you wanted to see a picture of the house. I could lock you in with one of those too. I'm working on this.
God damn, dude. What the fuck?
How about a picture of the parents instead?
Yeah, go ahead. Fucking dicks of the week.
Dick of the week. Dick of the week. You know what? We should get a theme song for Dick of the week. Maybe someone can work on that.
God damn, man. Fucking great. Daily Mail is great. You ever want your fucking great, it's some good stuff.
You get more information from them than you do from our papers. They got their own slants and tilts on things, but they do the digging. I'll tell you, people mock me for saying that that's what I read first, but I get more information from them than anyone.
I agreed. I agree with you, my friend. They have some, like, I love this. The premier of the Virgin Islands got busted down here in Miami on drug smuggling and money laundering. That's fucking brilliant.
Who's
The
that?
the dude is the premier of the British Virgin Islands. His name is Andrew Fahey, 51. He's a British Virgin Islands Minister of Finance.
Oof. You know what? They can't search him. That's diplomatic immunity there.
Yeah, well, they did. He was detained in Miami for money laundering and drug smuggling. The Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said she was appalled by these serious allegations, which follows an inquiry to embezzlement. Wow. What the fuck?
I could tell you a part of a story at least.
Go ahead. Fire away.
Smoking weed from India that came over in a diplomatic sachet to the United Nations. You know,
right.
When you go to college, you meet some interesting people who have interesting contacts. So these folks were bringing in some really high-class hash and dope right through the diplomats, right through New York.
No shit.
Yeah, Indians there. Good stuff, but, you know, it's diplomatic immunity, bro. And we'll let that rest where it stays there, and hopefully we won't get any phone calls.
Nice.
Am I right?
You, fuck you, and you.
Hey, you know what I just thought of? We're almost done, and we have not had a Pink Dude update.
Yeah, what the hell?
Everybody is on the lam this week. Nobody reported in.
Wow.
I just what happened was the dog just kind of pissed on the computer keyboard, and things didn't happen that way.
Right.
It's just the way she goes.
Yeah.
Next week, man. It takes a couple weeks to get back. I was at freaking Disney for 7 days. I'm exhausted. I caught a sinus infection. I'm not here to bitch about it.
Dude, let me tell you something about you, jerk one. You are the biggest trooper in the world. This is the only reason why I'm on tonight. I am sick as a dog as well. And you suck it up last week or 2 weeks ago it was, before you left. You had 2 hours of sleep. So you stayed on the whole night. I was like, that's great. And now tonight you're staying on all night and you're sick. So come on, man. We're clapping our hands for him.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
You want to hear something? When I got off the air at 11 o'clock, we were leaving at 2 a.m. So I go upstairs to try to catch some shut-eye. Guess who decided to clean the bathroom with all the ammonia and the cleaning agents that stays in the room?
No way.
I go in there. I go, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't sleep in here. What the fuck? I got maybe a half hour, an hour of sleep. And then suddenly I'm on the road. I'm going through Philly. Like, wow, how did that happen so quick? I was just doing the show.
Oh, man.
It was a long day. We drove all the way to Yulee, Florida. We got there at around dinner time, 7 o'clock maybe.
Right.
But yeah, the whole place stunk like chemicals, and you just can't sleep in that.
No, I know it all too well. I used to have to wash the walls in our house with hot water and ammonia. True story.
And who washes their bathroom before you leave for a week? I mean, come on, for what? So the cockroaches can have a clean place?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't defend. I can't defend it. I can't defend that person on that one.
Yeah, me neither.
Now, where did you sleep? Did you wind up just?
No, I put my head under the covers and tried to cope with it, but I was up. It was not a good time.
Wow.
No.
The only thing that brought my hopes up, or what cheered me up, is when we went past Richmond, Virginia, and they got the big cigarette tower there on I-95. They have a lot. It's a probably about a 4 or 5 story small 20 by 20 tower, and they have cigarette labels all over the side of it like that.
Jesus.
And, it's a tradition. I take pictures of it on the way down. I tell the story of Philip Morris and tobacco in America. It's a beautiful time, you know.
Speaking of tobacco, do you see where they're going to get rid of menthol and cigarettes finally?
Racist.
It's only fucking 2021. I mean, what the fuck? Or sorry, 2022.
Racist as hell.
What the fuck?
How many brothers just smoked a menthol? I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're doing away with it.
That's crazy. You know what? We should get into the black market of doing that stuff, or at least, you know what? There's going to be menthol drops. There's going to be some way you can get the homegrown tobaccos that are going to have the menthol in it. They can't regulate this. Come on.
Brandon is the one behind it. Are you surprised about that?
Not at all.
Yeah. The product that they're doing away with represents more than $20 billion in annual. I cannot fucking believe there's that many people still smoking. I don't really see a lot of people smoking anymore. Do you?
Smoking's cool, man.
Smoking, I ain't joking. I don't see it.
Dude, there ain't nothing like a tight cigarette after a good meal, okay?
Oh, I used to love it. I'll be honest with you. I used to fucking love it.
That's it, man. And you know what? Maybe you don't smoke a pack or two a day. Maybe you have one after, you have a tight smoke after a meal. Now you're going to deny me that.
Yeah, it's $20 billion in annual sales. The ban would affect heated tobacco devices and cigarettes. The ban would not affect menthol e-cigarettes, whatever the fuck they are.
The vapes?
Whatever they are, is they're represented by a good lobbyist. So if we say the cigarette companies make so much money they can drop menthol, $20 billion is a lot to drop. I mean, if they want to drop some of that my way, I'll take it.
Yeah, really.
You know, the chicks that are sporting the 80s bush, they still smoke cigarettes.
You've come a long way, baby.
Well said, Joe 3. It's true. It says the share of U.S. smokers who use menthols has risen continuously from 30.5% in 2005 to 43% in 2022.
Wow.
So the U.S. menthol ban would be a big blow to British American tobacco.
Yeah.
Which spent over $50 billion to take full control of Reynolds American Incorporated in 2017.
BAT is a great dividend stock. If you want a good dividend, British Tobacco is the way to go.
Yeah, because Reynolds makes Newport, and they are the leading menthol cigarette brand. What the fuck is menthol? What is it?
It's mint.
Oh, no shit.
Come on, in all your days, it's like smoking a spearmint gum.
I never fucking knew that. And I used to smoke Newports back in the day.
You must have had it at some point. A lot of chicks did it too because they thought it made their breath fresher for the BJs, you know? Yeah. You know.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Dude. That was nice.
I'm telling you. We tell it like it is on this show, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, hey, I'm with you.
Until the thought police come and grab me screaming down the street, you know what? It's going to go on. Busting out menthols first is racist because it's disproportionately used by certain populations on that. So they're targeting populations. So, you know, ban them all or don't ban one on that. That's first of all.
That's
Second,
true.
This is freaking America. If we want to wreck our lungs, we can.
Right.
Some do with the marijuana, legal in a whole bunch of states. That doesn't seem to be a problem. How about menthol marijuana? Huh?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. You know what? What happened here? And did you hear anything? A campaign pledge to ban menthol cigarettes when Uncle Joe was running? Where did this come from? Half of this crap he's putting out, you never heard about when he was campaigning. Now some brilliant minds behind his empty suit are saying, you know, this is a good thing to do. This is a good thing.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I mean, why would they give up, $20 billion? but
Well, they're not. They're being forced to.
gotcha.
They couldn't buy off enough politicians to quash the law, to put it into a committee and get it lost.
Right.
So some bullshit's behind the curtain there, and it smells.
I like it. Preach on, jerk one. Preach on.
I know, brother.
Hey, because you're into this, because I know you. Not only were you a mortician at one time, you were also a
used car salesman.
You were a used car salesman, but you were also an archaeologist of some sort back in the day. A
little bit, part-time fun, yeah.
Well, they just found a fossil that's 200 million years old in the Swiss Alps. Did you see that?
Was it a bonar?
It's the large. It's the largest of its kind.
It was a bonar.
It's a fragment of a full tooth that came from a giant. Now, stick with me on this one. Ichthyosaur, a carnivorous sea creature that lived more than 200 million years ago.
I think a guy named Fontex fished that out.
Yeah, anything carnivorous. Okay, it disseminated. It was a disseminated bonar. Okay, it had phallic prowess, and it turned it turned carnivorous.
In the fucking Swiss Alps, nearly 9,000 feet above sea level. What the fuck? Dude, that's one thing that needs to be revisited again and open up. We got DNA finding all these child killers. That is great. I love that. But let's fucking find out once and for all what the fuck happened to all the dinosaurs. I mean, really.
Well, dude, they're evidencing DNA in space rocks. Like, they're literally saying that there's enough DNA building blocks coming from space in random formats that can reach the Earth or another planet that could represent meaning life is possible in other places, because it's all the same shit. It's like all the same ingredients.
Everything's carbon based.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really intense, dude.
I need to brush up on that shit.
Well, here's a theory of mine on how the Earth was created. Out in outer space, there was a big ass bird with a very large wingspan, and it was snowing out in outer space. So the bird's flapping its wings, and it's getting a snowball like built up on the wings, and it goes back and forth, and it got as big as the freaking Earth, and the bird's like, "Fuck this shit," and flung it off. And there was like enough dirt and water and stuff in it to create the planets, and that's how all the planets were created. Actually, the whole universe was just by this big bird flapping off big snowballs off its wings.
That's heavy, dude. That's like that bird is flying around and saying,
"Fuck you, and fuck you."
I love it. And dude, we're getting close to the end, I know, but I want your guys' opinion on what's going on in South Lake, Texas. That teachers in Texas are being forced to sign contracts, banning them from criticizing the school district. And legal experts are saying that's a violation of the First Amendment. What do you guys think about that?
I'm tired of the woke bullshit.
Yeah.
Wake up, woke people.
Yep. It says you are if you sign with the district, you are not to disparage, criticize, or defame the district and its employees or officials to the media.
Well, listen, private companies have the same thing. I never worked for a private company, but I've heard rumors of things where you can't diss the boss or do that kind of bullshit.
But this is public sector, isn't it?
Yeah, this is public sector. But I mean, private folks do it, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Separation of church and state. It's like whatever you sign up for is what you're gonna get. It's kind of
everyone's pouring out their bodies for some sort of job.
Yeah. It's
if you agree to it, you're also whoring out your mind.
Right. If you sign the agreement, you're fucked.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, one other thing before I drop everything that I've done is one thing that popped up just now is that Derek Chauvin, the police officer from George Floyd.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's appealing his murder conviction. Does he have a shot?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. The prosecutors originally had it as a 4th and 3rd degree, and they got a lot of heat for that because that was one they could prove.
Okay.
Much easier, according to experts. They instead went with the 1st degree. I'd have to review the stuff, but they went for.
I agree. Go ahead.
And he was convicted on higher charges, and he's probably disputing that right now because that got kind of weird. I don't think the appeal probably isn't some jury tampering or anything about court procedure. It's probably about what he was actually charged with.
Well, I'm telling you again, this is why you're educated for our show, because you're exactly right. Really what the appeal is about is they're arguing that jurors were intimidated by the protests that followed and the prejudice by heavy pretrial publicity. And he is also appealing because he was found guilty of 2nd degree, 3rd degree, and murder and 2nd degree manslaughter.
Yeah, it was the murder one. I think that they had to go and increase the charges with.
Right, and they also feel like it shouldn't have been held in the county it was held at.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Well, you know what? Then that gets you a new trial. Go through all this again. Great.
Yeah, that's. I think that's what's going to happen.
Because it'll be remanded. If anything, it's not going to be reversed. It'll be remanded to court.
They have 45 days to respond.
I'm surprised he's lived this long there.
Yeah. Yeah.
They transferred him to Colorado, I think, or out west.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure they have him in protective custody somewhere.
Yeah. You never mind. It's late.
Yeah, it is.
I was the other night. I couldn't sleep, so I was reading personal accounts of prison violence and stuff. It put me to sleep. Actually, it's kind of like bedtime stories. I was shocked at myself for a little bit. I really was.
Yeah, well, dude, I was the same way when I got done watching that John Wayne Gacy thing I was telling you about. I was like,
you slept like a baby, right?
No, I was fucked up that whole night. I was like, what the fuck? And then, you know what? Speaking of that, along the lines, why not? We'll throw in one more. Lily Peters, the little 13-year-old girl in Chippewa Falls.
Here's how easily you can build one.
She was just found murdered, and they found out her killer was her 14-year-old friend.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about before. It was a cousin.
Yeah, and he pretty much said to the officers that, yeah, I was into it. I wanted to kill, maim, and rape. That's all I wanted to do.
14-year-old doesn't know what he's talking about. Those things. You know what? He'll be in jail till he's about 30, and he'll be released.
Yeah, like Hinckley.
Yeah. Well, you go to juvie. He could be in juvie till 26. He'll be in a halfway house till he's 28 or 30 almost, depending on I don't know the particulars of the state. If you're going to kill someone, do it while you're really young. Get it out of your system, and B, your penalties are a lot less harsh.
Nice.
Oh, dude, that is fucking crazy.
Well,
I mean, you do have a point. You do have a point.
You see it all the time.
Yeah,
kids getting out when they're 28. Look at the Kennedy kid.
Yep.
Sakel, I think, for the rape and all that when he was a youngster and he got out.
Yep. That's a good point. You're on top of it. We got 5 minutes, man. We got 5 minutes. How are we gonna tie it all in?
Power hour. I don't know. We could play 5 shingles PSAs. I have a wheelchair wipeout to play after the outro, so stick around.
Okay.
That's
and
nice.
I don't know. Still got 6 minutes to rock.
Jerk 3, you were bringing it tonight.
Thank you, brother. I
Church
want to.
as always. You were bringing it as always.
Yeah, I was gonna say you guys really you killed it. You always kill
And
it.
our Pageo and Dirt Star were right with us the whole time. Well done.
Yep. We
As
got
always.
some. We got some folks that listen. They just are too embarrassed to say that they do.
Yeah, that is a real thing. It's a real thing.
Well, thank you for listening to us.
This week, I'm going to catch up on all the emails and the hate mails and everything else. The reports.
Hey guys, we got a few minutes left. I just want to tell you this one thing real quick. So, the local liquor store, I was introducing the show to these guys, and some young guys that work there, and they were like really stoked about it. They're like, "Oh man, you got to get our video on your show." And it was like a bear on the they're snowboarders, and it was like a bear that was on the slopes, and it was like it was an anomaly. It was not something that happens every day. And I'm like, yeah, we'll push for that. But what's funny is they went and checked out the preview of the show, and now when I walk into the establishment, they won't even look me in the eye. They're like, yeah, dude. They're like, man, this dude's fucked up. These guys are crazy. They're fucking checked out. Yeah, they think we're freaks, bro. It's awesome. They won't even talk to me anymore.
You got to ask them straight up, look them straight in the eye, and go, "What do you think?"
What do you think?
There's plenty of other liquor stores to go to. If they lock the door when they see you strolling up.
Well, I'm gonna leave you guys with a because my battery's almost dead, but
right.
I'll leave you with a good lesbian pickup line, okay?
I love it.
So one lesbian goes up to another lesbian and says, "Hey, are you a Happy Meal? Because I'm gonna make you come with a toy inside."
Wow.
Hey now,
Oh, jeez.
That's a good one. I love it. Yeah, and I'm just gonna wrap up what I was saying about those dudes at the store. They are visibly uncomfortable when I enter the building. It's awesome, bro.
Fuck them, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like, dude, your show is super fucked up.
Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Yeah,
correct.
Well, with that generation though, you never know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? It's a mixed bag.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And, well, you know what? When you walk in, give them this joke and say, "Hey guys, how do lesbian couples settle their differences?" and then they'll say, "Well, how?" And you can say, "Rock, paper, scissoring."
Dude.
All right.
I love it.
So there you go. And then who cares what they think?
Yeah, or I could get them with what's worse than a girl running with scissors is a girl scissoring with the runs. I can get them with that.
I love it. Or you could say, you know what? You could say to them, "What do lesbians cook for dinner?" They don't cook. They just eat out.
Spratbooner! Dude, we got to get a Fletch and Schmagegi reunion on this shit.
Seriously.
Oh, without a doubt. You do.
Tell him to call in. You don't seem to be apt to putting himself up on the stage here.
Yeah, I totally agree with that statement. However, it was his idea, and he said it to me about a month and a half ago. He's like, "Dude, we should totally bring that back." And I'm like, "Bro, I'm just waiting on you. Let's go. Let's go."
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it, man. I mean, some great memories of you two doing that.
Hell yeah. I even have a analog version, a cassette tape of the shows.
Oh yeah.
I actually have I have the shows that we did with you guys recorded. And I need to transfer that to a digital format, but I haven't.
It was called the Christmas Eve Blowout Show,
1996.
Yeah.
Dude, you have it? Do you have it recorded?
I got it right here.
Wow.
Dude.
Yep.
That's awesome.
And the second one too. I forgot which one, but you guys were in a few weeks later.
Yeah, we did a few shows. We broke 13 FCC rules in less than 10 minutes. I am so
It did wonders for our career too, didn't it, Jerk 2?
Yes. Hey, we were talking at the beginning of the show about how to go back. If we could go back, I would definitely go back to those days. Man, you guys made me laugh.
It was good shit.
I'll tell you what. There was one time. I'll make it real quick. You had a bunch of handouts and flyers. You were going to go to the New Brunswick train station and put them up, and I said I couldn't go. I just didn't feel like going that day. I don't know. I still to this day I feel bad.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah. Why would I mention it now? It's true.
Hey now.
Oh my God! Please don't even worry about it, dude. I mean, think about it. We used to get up at the butt crack of dawn, freezing our ass off.
I felt like a jerk.
Come
I
on.
wasn't there 100%. I felt like a jerk.
That
Still have.
That show was great because the program director, or whoever was in charge of the station, would call in and he's like, "Dude, I'm not telling you again. I warned you before. You know, we're gonna have to shut the whole show down. You got to get those fucking assholes off the air." And that was me and Schmagegi.
Hey,
let's save for the next show or another show how it all went down.
Let's do it.
The Notch was he owned us on that show. The Notch.
You guys were all great. All the players were great. I loved it.
Yeah, it was great stuff.
All right. Let's
run the outros. We'll see you next Thursday, 8:00.
Yep. Thanks, Arpeggio, Dirt Star, everybody else.
Yeah, man. Signing off.
Yep.
And
fuck off.
Trying to make it work. Preacher, trying to make it work.
Wow. Dude, that was awesome.